So, big win over E United. How do you think that prepares you for this match?
It helps us a lot. It gives us a lot of confidence. We're ready for this.
All right. We like hearing that. And speaking of big wins, everybody's talking about your big win over Optic. You think you're going to use some of those techniques or something that you learned from that in this match?
Well, obviously, beating Optic's not sunk in yet. Like it's kind of like a dream at the moment, but we're not stopping here. We're going to beat these, and then we're going to win the tournament.
All right. Well, as they say, strong words. Shake hands. And let's do this.
So far, yeah. I think we're more united as a team. We don't complain. We have more confidence in each other.
I feel more like a family, you know? Like we feel good, we feel different, and we are practicing so much. We will win this event.
The #1 Latin American team going against the #1 European team. Fable going against Ronin, guys. Are we in for a show?
Absolutely. You're looking at the top teams from both regions competing head-to-head. This is something that we don't get to see too often.
Yes,
and also, well, hold on. I'm so sorry, Bobby.
I'm excited.
Can we just take a moment here to just appreciate the fact that Ronin, they beat E United, and then Fable, they beat Optic Gaming.
Wait, repeat that. What happened?
Fable, they beat Optic Gaming. This is crazy. What is the craziness? This is what happens when I show up, people. This is all me. You have me to thank.
Yes, we kind of got ahead of ourselves right now. I'm your host, Veli. I'm here with Golden Boy, Trooper, and Cleaner. Guys, we're in for one hell of a matchup. Ronin, they defeated E United, which was absolutely huge. Fable finally got their revenge against Optic Gaming. The winner of this game will automatically be top 4. This is a top 6 matchup right now, guys. I don't know, like, there's two different styles coming into this. You're looking at the aggressive play style of Fable going against Ronin with Monkeys and Chaos. I'm really excited to see how the Slayers will match up in this.
It's definitely going to be an interesting match. And you have to think about it as well. Fable coming off that high. Sending Optic Gaming to loser bracket. What?
Yeah.
What is life right now?
Yes.
Imagine how you're feeling going into that next match.
And as you look at our map bans and picks, first map, we're playing on Reclaim, second map, Forge, Impact if needed. Reclaim is going to set the tone because this is going to be a slay-heavy map. The team that will win in the bowl will win it all. I want to see who's going to edge out on this because you send your 3 best Slayers up to that bowl, and the winner of that usually gets map control. Prediction-wise, who do you guys see coming out and leading the way?
I think that the most thing to expect here going to that top bowl fight is all those initial fights that you have to worry about. Once you win that first fight and holding down that position, it's a lot harder to keep doing that. Once the team runs in to throw their second wave of smokes to try and push you out. Once they gain that position, it's going to be a lot harder. I think when you have these two teams going at it, one of the players I think for actually Ronin that's you're going to have to keep an eye on, the newer addition with Monkeys, I think he's somebody that's really exciting. When it comes to a lot of these initial fights, he's somebody that you can keep an eye on as well. When you look over at Fable, though,
yes,
the list goes on and on. They have really showed up all today, like all together, the way that they have been playing for each other. It's really something that they have completely changed from their last event, and it's really something to say.
Mexico wasn't a fluke. I'll say it right now. Anybody that ever hated on Fable, I mean, you've been proven wrong right now. So Fable, you have Craze, you have Phelpsy, March, Krim. That new roster that they created for Mexico, they've shown out, and they're letting people know that they're on the map now. We're looking at a potential top 4 team in consistent events from an international team, which is unheard of.
And you know what? They're putting the time and the effort in. They're changing their sleep schedule to adjust and play against North American teams. They're scrimming against these North American teams, and you could see a difference. It's really paying off. I mean, for Mexico City, they fought so hard, and they placed top 4 for an EU team. That's unheard of in the Gears of War 4.
Yeah, and I just also want to point out here that, you know, not only are we seeing this crazy international matchup here and the journeys that these two teams have taken, but, you know, I'm hearing a lot of, like, rumblings around the arena. A lot of people are really rooting for Ronin. They like the fact that Ronin is performing. But also, I do got to give a shout-out to your boy, Guy Blaze.
Okay.
Because he did say that Fable was a top 5 team. And I think everyone was, like, wondering if they were the real deal. And, I mean, now I guess we can say that they
Yes.
they are comfortably.
Yeah.
Is that safe?
Comfortable, yes, because there's a history behind international teams placing extremely high. You saw Splice, Ronan, formerly known as Splice, placed top 2 in Paris. Then you're looking at Ronan, who placed top 4 in Mexico. Now, when these international teams play so high, they're known to fall off a little bit.
Yeah.
But this is an event where Ronan can actually break that curse and place top 4 again, and Ronan can actually let the whole league know that they're the real deal behind Monkeys and Chaos.
And that's what we're hoping for. We want to see that, this repetition, the consistency, and the skill gap is closing. We have so many teams that are, I would say, like tier 2.
It's official.
It's closing, and you know what? That's awesome. We don't really have like just the Optic Gaming and Echo Fox, and you Ghost as well. You're seeing all these other teams that kind of have some potential, and Fable being one of them, knocking out Optic Gaming to losers bracket. It's never happened before.
That's pretty crazy when you look at the bracket, because United will actually have to play Optic Gaming to place, I believe, top 6. So the bracket is pretty much everywhere right now. But also on the lower end, you have teams like Motivate and Rise, where they actually have a pretty good chance to still place high in top 8. So the question is, which one of these powerhouse teams is going to storm through losers bracket? And on the other end, in the winners bracket, you still have teams like Echo Fox and Ghost Gaming.
I wouldn't want to be in either bracket. You've got to go against Echo Fox, Ghost, and then losers bracket. You're going to have to contend.
So you just want to be out of the tournament, basically.
Basically.
I'll just go to the front of the line. Just go to the front of the line. But can you imagine the fire that's going to be lit underneath Optic Gaming?
I wouldn't be scared of Optic. I wouldn't be scared of Optic. I'll say it now. So Optic lost the most matches they have ever lost in Mexico. Right? Now they're losing games and sets being sent into the losers bracket. If you're a team like Echo Fox, you're like, okay, Optic isn't the real deal anymore.
Well, if I'm correct, Optic will have to play United.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a thing.
And United has beaten Optic before.
Yeah.
So there's a really good chance that Optic actually getting about top 6 this event.
I don't know. They must be hearing all this stuff right now and just saying, Val, we're going to prove you wrong.
Red Ice is going to throw a bottle at me.
Technically, I mean, first place, second place. You just said top 6, right?
Yeah.
Open for interpretation, anywhere within top 6. But we're seeing things that we've never seen before, and this is definitely turning out to be one of the more exciting events.
So do you see the likes of Ronan or Fable actually matching up and being in the championship game this event?
I think that Fable
has a huge chance.
I think that if they keep playing the way that they're playing and shooting for each other, they've shown that they can slay with Optic.
Oh, Benson's screaming at home right now, I'll tell you that. Benson's going crazy.
Poor man. He's probably shirtless. He doesn't even have a voice at this point.
I don't think I want to see Benson shirtless.
Not at all. No.
I'm just going to keep it very
You
brief.
ripped it off.
You don't want to see those pink nipples, okay?
No.
But heading into this
Flip
map,
that and send it to Ben, please, people.
But Escalation already claimed Fable against Ronan. I mean, predictions down the line. Who do you guys think are going to come out with this first win?
You know what? Going off that momentum and what we just witnessed against Optic Gaming, I'm going to have to say Fable.
Okay.
I agree. Exactly what you said. Just happening, only a little bit ago, coming off that win against Optic Gaming, it's something that if that happened early this morning, maybe that energy wouldn't keep going, keep them high. But right now, they're in the driver's seat.
I got to go with the Boricua on the other side. I got to go with Ronan.
All right, I like that. So the #1 Latin American team facing the #1 European team. Fable going against Ronan. Map 1, all reclaimed. Cleaner. Deluxe, excuse me. Golden Boy and Trooper, take it away.
Thank you so much, Phil. And although I am a better-looking individual than Deluxe, I am very glad that you decided to go in that direction. But here we go. Troop, it's time to get into the game. I'm pumped. I hope everyone in the venue's pumped as well, because we're going to have a banger of a matchup. #1 Latin America, #1 EU, and already the plays are coming out here. Craze, he's looking to just hold this one back. Ronan, they want to be able to establish it here, but he won't be able to stay alive as Monkey is going to get the kill on him. Now it's going to be all Monkey. Let's see if he can make this one happen. No, he can't do so. Phelpsy's going to come out on top.
The aggressive move right there, completely ready to go down, and instead pushing forward and being the aggressor, making sure that he didn't let his opponent know that he was actually injured, forcing into that fight, but missing that corner, actually going in for the roll and then getting taken out. So now opens up this fight a little bit, as you actually had Fable come in here, winning that initial fight in the ball. So right now, holding things down at their home hill and the middle. You can see now that push coming up here from Ronan. You had have them coming up with Adverts on the top of that wall, making sure that he's waiting for his front two to run in through so he can get that smoke spot and making sure he can cut off that point. You can see right there does do so, turned around at the door to take the man coming out of the bowl, and that's 5 members down now for Ronan, and here comes Fable.
And Fable looking to shut this one down right here. 2 seconds. No one's going to be there to stop it. And it's going to be the #1 EU team striking first blood first on the scoreboard there, 1-0. Let's see, though, how Ronan is going to respond in round 2.
Yeah, and you can see the aggression came right in the beginning, and they stayed on it the entire time. They did win a lot of those fights that came second and third wave into that map. So right now, coming down to the weapon placement, it's going to be up to Adverse here to do so for his team as they talk amongst themselves. Maybe take this time out to wait a little bit, but I'm sure they're going to play something down that's a little bit suspected here, actually going for the dual Marxes. A little bit of a change here on Reclaim, something we haven't seen much today, but here we're going to see both these teams try to utilize this right off the bat as they make that push up top.
Lots of damage on the Marxes, but when you put down a weapon like that, what that tells me is Ronan is confident. They feel like, you know what, doesn't matter. Let's go ahead, get the Marxa in our teammate's hand because we have more confidence in him in this situation. You can go ahead and take the Marxa. You can go ahead and claim that weapon because our guy's going to do work with it. And it's going to be Sleeper and Phelpsy with those Marxas, so look out for them to really be playmakers at the range. But now it's going to come down to that initial fight here over in the bowl. Who's going to get the first kill? And it seems like it will be all Fable. So sure, you know what, Fable says, you can have your Marxa because we're just going to slay you with the Nasher and dominate the map.
And now that leaves Sleaford backed up into the home hill here, and he's getting a great angle, trying to pick off spots, but it's not going to be long enough if he doesn't have more members coming out of spawn here. Getting the cross now up top, so he's going to have to make a move on this position. Instead, keeping the position as more members now come out of spawn to help him. So now Ronan going to be making that push, looking like they're making that rotation up to the top of that bowl, where more members now of Fable have to backtrack on the other side of the map and meet them at the top for this fight.
Drone's going to go down as he was full red there, but as they push forward, though, you're going to have Craze move in with the double. Desanite and Chaos are going to be the victims of that one, and he's going to pick up his teammate to boot. One more in front, Monkeys. Goodbye. You're down. You're out. Back to the respawn. Now that push is going to happen over by A, and let's see how Fable are going to play this one out.
And Fable owning things right there. They actually had control most of the time for that round. They were picking their spots, taking it a lot slower. When there was only 2 members remaining for Ronan, they didn't get aggressive and go for that push right away. Held back a little bit, waited for a couple more guys to regroup from their spawn, and then they finished off to get a better positioning to try and last this round a little bit longer.
Yeah, and you know, I said it right. I thought that they were going to make that push over toward A. It looked like they wanted a motion in that direction, but wisely enough, backing away, recognizing that there were going to be players there that would meet them if they decided to get a little too gully in that situation. But now Craze is going to get that kill onto Desanite. Let's see, though, how Marsh, if he can get an angle with this Lancer over on the ball, and he's able to do so, peppering them with some shots, forcing them to have to rethink some of their movements here. And again, it's just going to be all Fable in the close-up game, just dominating Ronan. Ronan do not have an answer.
And those spots that they have, those look-down spots from the top of that bowl, you're pretty much in a blind spot. You cannot get attacked from that low positioning, except for when you're in right below it. A guy will look down right on top of you that you can barely see, and he'll be able to pick spots and take you out, make you move, basically put you out of position in that stair set, which is already in a bad spot since you don't have that right-hand advantage going up into the fight. They knew exactly what they were doing right there.
Now you're at a point here for Ronan where they're just going to need to have to stop the bleeding. They have to force them back. They have to force the hills in their favor. Doesn't seem like they're going to be able to do so, though. No one can stop the B hill, and that is going to be another round going to Fable. And that will be 2-0 for the European team.
They're coming in strong right now. All that momentum that they've had throughout this tournament, it's just getting more and more improved here. You can see now they are at their apex, and it looks like right now everything's that's working for them. They're just going to channel that a little bit more and not change anything at this moment. It's going to be a little bit more interesting right here, especially going into the later portion of this first half. As more of these power weapons come into play, they're going to have to change up a lot of their positioning here, make sure that they go for these, except right now they don't have to worry. The block being placed in the center, that's going to be mainly used as a flank route right now around the bottom side of that bowl.
So it just tells you that that's their focus, right? That's just what they want to do, and they don't feel like they want to play for a power weapon at this point.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have a lot of these teams right now in these early games, especially on the opening map. Since the game is in such an early stage, a lot of teams might go one way where they just be a little bit more aggressive, try things a little bit more unorthodox, but right here, these two teams trying to take it a little bit slower, knowing how late in the game or the stage of this tournament is. They know that things are really big right now, and that whoever wins this coming into the top 5 guaranteed. It's going to be a huge, huge statement.
Ronan has been suffering in the initial engagement. So close to taking out Craze, but wait a minute, Ronan able to get the kill onto Crim, so that's going to put the odds in their favor. Crim's going to be on that long respawn here. They just need to be careful about the angles, and Fable, they're playing it so well. Just don't know if they're going to find the shots on Craze that they need. Craze, though, he's going to have to double back as he's full red. Luckily for him, he will have some support. How does Craze play this one out with his teammates? So he's going to lose Hydrone. Adverse is going to get the kill, and Adverse with the double. And that is going to give them bowl control as well as B. And now they're going to look to get aggressive as they recognize there's only going to be one player left by A, and his teammates come off of the respawn. This is the opportunity that they were looking for here. How are they going to play this out? Can they get the kills as more members of Fable are going to come out of the respawn and look to be the reinforcements for A? Crim trying to force them back. How do Ronan play this one out, Troop?
Well, I didn't really agree with that push right there. I think they should have waited a little bit longer there as they already had bowl control. I believe this is the first time they've taken control of the bowl in this entire map so far. So right now, as they're holding it, they know that they have these multiple members of Fable going for those deep pushes. It'll be interesting to see if Fable switches it up and maybe flanks around to the bottom half of the bowl through the other side of the stairs. A lot of the times you didn't see Ronan do that. They came right up from their spawn side and didn't really try to change things up. Right here, though, they're covering a lot of their ground. Crim, though, looking to sneak up and try and get that distraction in the back, see if they can just pick their spots. I like the way this is working. He's backing up, taking a shot, backing up again, but right now he sees his opening, and he does kill Craze actually in the corner, but before he's able to be taken out there by Monkeys in the process. Monkeys now looking to clean up another kill, gets a little bit of help there from Sleevers to maintain control of the B hill.
Credit where credit is due for Ronan, because in that spot, you had Fable start that flank, try and pincer on the bowl, and they were able to hold off that attack, and because of that, they maintained control of B. Now it's going to be a matter of how Adverse and the rest of his team just hold them back. They're not getting very aggressive. They're not pushing up too much. They're getting angles, and they're looking around for the opportune moment. And if you're Fable in this instance, you're just waiting for that chance because you know it. Now you have no choice. You have to force that trip cap.
Yeah, and right here you can see they've got to make the decision right now with multiple members, 3 of Ronan at the top of that B hill with it at 204 and another member going down for Ronan. That is not going to be enough. You can see it coming in right here. It's going to be a little bit closer than we thought here. Right off the bat now, 2-1. Ronan picks up a round.
All right. Wanted Ronan to strike early. After losing 2 straight in a row, now it's time to see how Fable are going to play this pick. What are they going to go for here?
Well, it's interesting that they put the Marxes down first, the block second. The Marxes haven't really been utilized a lot since on the map, especially this early in the game where all those fights are coming from the top bowl. You're only going to see mainly the person taking that Marks and taking it to the home hill and really waiting it out there. Once these hills switch to D, E, and F, you might actually see a little bit more of a sniper positioning when you have the hills maintaining themselves, actually rotating all the way to the top side of the map. And if somebody happens to place a power weapon in that bowl when there's no hill there, that can definitely take a lot of your mindset elsewhere where it doesn't need to be. Maybe we got to push into that bowl, take ourselves out of these fights for a few seconds, and that could actually leave a great opportunity for your opponents.
Well, now that the grenades are going to go down, it's going to make the bowl that much more valuable. Not only do you get the objective, but you also get the power weapon. Let's see, though, if Ronan can get control of it, if Ronan can win this initial, just like they did in round number 3. They are currently surrounded, and they're pushing out. But look at that. And, you know, I love the angles that Ronan are playing here. Mars tried to get away, but he wasn't able to do anything with that one. Chaos gets the kill onto Craze, but Hydrone right in front of him finds 3. Can he go for it? Manages to lay down some damage there onto Sleeper. He does have some help there from Phelpsy, but he's going to have to back away as he gets down. Now it's up to Phelpsy. Phelpsy is going to turn around the corner and won't have his face anymore, and this will be Ronan, who have full control of the bowl. They've won this fight out, and this is looking pretty good. It seems like Ronan, they're getting a little comfortable here.
That first fight actually took a little bit longer than I suspected. Ronan got to that bowl so quickly, they took position, and they're actually waiting for Fable to push up. Looked like there was going to be a flank attack, and then there was an amazing cross that by Sleevers in that play to get them to maintain positioning in that bowl, and that was the play, I think, right off the bat that set the tone. The domino effect happened right there. Now they tied this up 2-2, and it's really interesting to see what's going to happen next, that things are going to be right into the later portion of this first round. I'm wondering if a boom shot might get placed on the map at this point.
Tied game, folks. The #1 Latin American team versus the #1 European squad here in Las Vegas, and we are tied up. You couldn't have asked for a better opening to this game. Nades are going to get placed down over at the workshop.
This is hands down one of the most exciting events for Gears Esports in history. The way that everything has been unfolding over the course of this weekend, we're only pretty much halfway through, a little more than halfway through, and we're already at this point. So right now, we're going to continue on watching the rest of this match. We can actually see with the incendiaries being placed down now at the workshop area. So that's going to separate things now between those spawn hills. You can see now 2 members actually of Fable were heading down there to separate a little bit more of aggressive push down to that Incend, knowing that maybe let's give it up for Ronin to get that B heal. We're going to be able to spread them out once we get control of those Incends, take them to the top side of the map.
And look, they're lancering them out, and that was so beautiful. They were lancering them. They weren't even trying to push. He said, you can have the bull because we're going to rain fire down on the bull, and you have no chance to get out in that situation. Very well done from Fable, and honestly, I'm shocked that Ronin kind of allowed that to happen, that they didn't notice that that was going to take place.
It seemed that they let them get that completely uncontested, if I believe, and right away taking them up back to the top side of the bull as fast as they could. Using them that fast with all those crosses coming in, they were guaranteed to pick up at least 2 kills in that situation.
And when they were getting crossed like that, you could just tell that they were picking each other up as fast as they could so they can get out, but they paid dearly for that one, and now they lost control. They're playing out of their home, and they have to push. They have to make the play here, and it seems like they're going to opt to go down through the workshop and tackle the A site, tackle the home of Fable.
They saw how effective those incendiaries were, and they know that they are coming up for respawn just in a few moments here. So they're going to try and stick close to them, make sure that they can take them. Wonder if they're going to try and take them up to that B hill. I would assume so, rather than to their home hill. With the respawn times increased, though, I'd say either way you can do enough damage here to try and take the advantage here in this round. But right now you can see multiple members here of Ronin taking out Phelpsy, going off. Actually taking out 3 members, and now Marsh getting a kill of his own as well. So only leaving Dezenite available there, and he is nowhere near the home hill. That is going to be a trip cap domination if he cannot get that touch. He actually is on the other side of the map, just a step away to get that A hill, and he gets stopped in his tracks.
The disrespect. I love it. The 2 rounds. Fable answer back. Now we're at 3-2. The respawns are getting higher and higher. I believe that round was 18, so 20-second respawn now. So much time wasted if you end up dying in that initial fight. And the Boltox potentially to the home, which that's, you know what, I mean, again, it's prioritization, right? Like, they just don't want them to be able to get that workshop in the Boltox. If you try and tackle that and chase it, go after the incendiaries, Boltox is going to put some damage on.
There's going to be a lot more, I think, of a slow positioning going into this round for a lot of these teams since the Boltox got placed, because now since you have Boltox and Marxa, 2 power weapons that are deadly at long range, you're going to have a lot of these guys be more cautious in these fights, keeping their head downs. I think this one's going to go the distance for as slow as these fights could go, because a lot of the times coming into these late rounds, you got to really make sure that you don't be that guy that says, hey, I'm going to make this push, lose a 2-on-1 situation you didn't need to take, and now you're going to be waiting at respawn for at least 15 seconds.
You saw it at the side of your screen there. Dezo did manage to pick up the incendiaries, but a couple kills are being traded here. Man advantage currently for Ronin as they have the ball. Only 2 members left alive. A player's going to be down there, and it will be all up to Phelpsy, who's coming around the corner, but there you go. And all those members of Fable are down. We could end up seeing a tied game here. Krim is coming off of the respawn. A few more members, but will they be able to get there in time is the question as he comes around the corner, but Krim is stopped in his tracks, and we're going to be tied going into the half.
And that fight was aggressive right off the bat, actually. Nobody took it slow there. You could see right as that collapsed at the bull positioning, things really fell apart there quickly for Fable. Ronin had that small window of opportunity. They took it at that fight, and they pushed down to finish that round extremely quick to now wipe the weapons off the map. We're into halftime. Switching, rotating these hills now to D, E, and F. That bull hill now is no longer there. You're going to move down that workshop now in the low portion of the map where you're going to have a lot more coverage, but also at the same time, there are more points for you to flank in and attack that zone.
I like that in that first half we didn't see like a boom shot or any of those big hefty power weapons, right? There's like it feels like there's a respect between both of these teams, but furthermore, they just wanted to play to their strengths, right? Play that range game, and then when it needed to, they pushed in, got the national kills. Overall, a great first half in this game, and we're all knotted up here in round number 7. Everything has reset. Adverse is going to go down. Just for a time being, but remember, because we're reset, he's going to get into the action very quickly. Ronan not out of this one quite yet, but I like that Fable's applying the appropriate amount of pressure. Monkeys moves in, and Monkeys that gets a double. He's moving all up around their business, and they have no idea how to respond. He finds another. That's going to be 3. Go ahead, chase down for E, get control of the neutral here. Oh, but Phelpsy is going to stop him in his tracks. Luckily for him, he's going to have some support there, and they will be able to win out on the neutral.
That double kill right there by Monkeys flipped this entire round, seemingly at the time. You could see as he made that turnaround shot to take that second kill, running around to try and make the positioning move all the way down to the workshop, doubling back to go through the doorway, had no idea that there was one member there of Fable waiting for him, ended up taking him out and now flipping things around. But we can see, though, with Monkeys following right back into the action here with the 10-second respawns and almost getting snuck up on that time, taking Crims out in the turn shot and able to now get a better positioning right ahead of him to try and Lancer fire more members of Fable coming out of that spawn. He's going to actually make a rotation now up to the top side. Looks like he's going to get an even better angle now to try and pin them now towards their home hill.
Love Monkeys in this game. He has been great in this particular round. What he did at the workshop set them up so nicely. They have control. They're gaining the points, almost to that point of no return here. Here comes Craze. Can Craze make the plays, though? He's going to be able to chunk Chaos and then look for Adverse as well. Now that's going to open up the neutral for Fable, and back and forth we go here. Nice plays from Craze. Picks up 3, picks up another one. Sleeper, more like Sleeper, and that's going to be the cap.
And you can see now Crazed now holding that positioning after that double kill and knows that his team is going to get this positioning. He's going to wait to get that cap before he pulls out. He's going to be one of the last guys now heading into that F hill to play the support role after forcing himself in there to cap that mid hill. And right now everything's rotating.
We were praising Ronan Troop, but now it's all Fable. They dominate the kill feed. They have to fight them back. 5 seconds. They managed to deny it for the time being. Can Ronan get them out of their home here? It is so close, and they're surrounding them. They're pretty much like sharks surrounding the water. These players have to fight out of this one, and it seems like Ronan is able to do just that.
This is a round that I didn't expect to see end this way with how the positioning was in that first fight and Monkeys going off right there in the beginning and everything now falling apart with them being pushed all the way into this spot. It's going to be very tight here with the score. It looks like Ronan could actually hold this for the victory with E now just barely getting depleted and now getting put into Ronan's hands. They are going to wrap this up, no doubt about it here, as members of Fable late coming out of spawn here, and they won't even have to worry about that trip cap. They are just going to rack up these points here and take a 4-3 lead.
Ronan gets the lead here, and I'm loving this game, man. This has been really good, and if I'm correct, that is the first time that Ronan has been able to get the lead in this match thus far. They've tied it up. They've kept this game competitive, but now that they've been able to get the lead, you have to wonder that they're feeling very confident against Fable. And I mean, for Ronan to take out Fable after Fable just defeated Optic 2-0, like, that would be madness. But I'm getting ahead of myself here.
Yeah, and it's, if you're using the math by that assumption, you could have
quick math.
Exactly. You have, if Ronan beats Fable, Ronan could say, oh, then we should be able to beat Optic if they can go into that thought process. But right now, the way that they're playing against Fable and hanging with them, you know, Fable really standing their ground throughout this entire tournament. But right now, going into the second half, this is going to be the most important part, I think, of this entire match.
They threw down the denial. So no weapons. It's going to be all Nashes, as you have 4 players going after the workshop. A very familiar affair here from what we've seen in previous matchups in the past. Adverse is going to get the headshot onto Phelpsy, but Craze is going to respond right away. Luckily for him, that's going to be a trade there, so no one really has that upper hand quite yet. As Hydrone now goes in for the engagement. Does he get the kill, though, as he bounces around? Can he give him the bot? But no, instead he's going to go back to respawn. And this will be Ronan, who come out on top of that initial engagement, forcing him to head back to F.
Maybe try to do a little bit too much in that situation there. Didn't have to worry about that fight. Instead, should have maybe retreated a little bit in that scenario, but you could see Chaos getting the positioning, waiting, but actually doubling back, being actually much more versatile here for his team to try and wait to see where Fable's going to come out of that spawn area. They can either go up through this top stairs where the F hill is, through the middle of the map, or through that mechanic room. So you could see that Cross getting that down at the top of the stairs on Craze. They are going to have to get that save, so he makes the push in. Chaos getting 1, Sleevers cleaning up 2, and they're going to make that push into the home hill with 4 members of Fable down. Crim, the only man left, getting shot in the back. They know he's coming. There's the call out. All 5 were dead, and that is another round for Ronan.
I love the way Ronin played that. They had a guy by the ball, and then the rest of them were playing low. And as soon as they try and push by the staircase, you just saw a sea of Lancer shots. Lancer fire all over the place. The cross was real. There was nothing that they could do. Cleanup duty, aisle 3, they go and they get that win. Now they're up 5-3.
And right, you can see here coming into this map, the weapon placement down that you got to worry about the most coming here as the respawn times keep increasing. That boom shot is just going to be so dangerous at this stage of the game. And when you put it in the middle hill of the map, it becomes even that much more important to get positioning there. We're going to see, though, which team is going to get position of the power weapon, but if that team is also going to retreat with that power weapon to maybe get a little bit more of a space with their opponents, or if they're going to just rush right in there with it and use it right away. You can see, though, Monkeys, though, getting caught in a fight on that wall and taken out by Hydrone, who gets the double back there with his team. They win this fight. 4 members, though, down of Ronin, so that leaves Hydrone to push with that boom shot right now. Sleevers up top alive. I think they might have spotted him as there is a cross going on him, but that was mainly to keep him back into that positioning. He is in a terrible spot right now, has to make a move towards pretty much the entirety of Fable as they have the boom shot in possession as well. I don't think there's going to be any chance for them to get in here. They're only seconds away from wrapping this up. This is absolute chaos here, and it's fallen apart really fast.
Very difficult overtake for Ronin, but the boom shot's going to handle business. And you look at that game, and the pick that mattered the most was when Adverse went down through the mid steps and then just got chunked immediately. He was supposed to be the guy in the flank that was going to open things up for them, but instead died instantly, and then that allowed him to be able to roll right through, take down a few of the stragglers, and then dominate and get control of that hill. Now here we go. 5-4. Can Fable tie this one up?
The double marks is placed at the top of the map with the double blocks being placed in between and in the center of the map. So you're going to have people now holding that marks right at that home hill on the top section. You're going to be a little bit more versatile if you play it on that outside wall, looking down the mid stairs of the map. You're going to have to keep your eyes, though, especially here where the boom shot gets taken, most likely back up towards the side of the team that wins the fight rather than the center here. But as you can see, all these smokes coming out with all the members here of Ronin pushing up, it looked like getting a little bit aggressive, but having to back up as you can see in the smoke. Hydrone getting the shot through the smoke as he picks up that boom, using it right away and getting the double kill with it, cleaning up chaos as well, leaving members of Fable here to push forward and back Ronin up. It looks like Adverse had no idea Craze is even behind him, and now Adverse making that push up into the hill to try and get the double kill, and he is not able to seal it up, but instead there is the cross, and this is a big fight here as well. It looks like almost a 2-on-1 situation Des and I was about to take, but Phelpsy was there. Perfect timing.
Wisely enough from Fable to back away when those smokes came through. No point to push up and end up losing a body early on in that engagement. That is going to win them the boom shot. That's going to win them control. But now let's see how they're going to play this out here. Because for Fable, they're spread out nicely. They're trying to see if they can get them to, lose some members early, lose some stragglers, lose those guys as they try and charge in like lemmings. And there you see it, right? A couple members of Ronin are going down. That's going to be 2 players out of the equation. And looking like Monkeys is about to be a victim as well. And they're pushing right on E.
If they can actually hold the positioning when you're on Reclaimed with these second half hills, D, E, and F, if you can hold the middle hill and your home hill and you can corner, as you said, pincer your opponents into that one section, the way that with the hills being flipped to the top side of the map, it really changes things when you push out a spawn to try and regain that positioning. So now it's going to be a lot harder for them to get into that position. You can see they're waiting at the top of the stairs and cleaning up the kills as there's really only one route for them to take. They see him coming a mile away, and they're able to hold their ground.
Valiant effort by Ronin, but we're going to be all tied up 5-5 in game number 1. What a way to start it up here for these 2 teams who have had some incredible paths to this point. For for Ronin, they defeated E United. For Fable, they defeated Optic Gaming, setting that tone. And we're going to keep repeating that because that is so significant for these international teams.
And the way that these teams' formulas are coming together, especially coming out here in this stage of the game, you have everybody knowing each other so much. All the studying, all the game film, all these scrims. It's getting to the point now of the season where everyone's getting a little bit more comfortable. They've played each other enough, and I think you're going to see a lot more victories coming back and forth with these top teams.
Incendiaries are thrown down by Manor, and it seems like they're only going to send 1 player to the bowl, so that's going to be something that will probably play a factor later on. That boom shot's way too important not to send the entire kitchen sink down there. Let's see, though. So they're getting a feel for it.
Interesting move there by Fable, not going for their home hill, sending the strength and numbers to the mid hill, and it looks like it worked momentarily. You can see, though, one getting taken out of Fables, but the strength in numbers was too much. Ronin's dropping like flies, and Crazed is able to hold his ground there to get the cap, and there comes the boom flying in. Hydrone's the man to take it and get a kill with it. He has been so ruthless with that boom shot so far, and still having one in the chamber, leaving just another member now. Monkey's the only man to run out of spawn. He's running into a mess of Fable members right now.
Yeah, he sees the boom shot. He's just trying to stay alive. Domination coming in, though, but he stayed up long enough to give his teammates an opportunity to come up. Maybe they can fight this one out, but it won't happen, and that is going to be game point here for Fable. Can they turn this around, get that W in game one?
Loved that choice there by Fable, saying, forget the home hill, we'll send everybody right to that mid hill. They took possession of that boom shot right away, using it to the best way possible and killing that round off as fast as they could. If they can do that again, getting possession of that boom shot, you're going to see this round end pretty quickly yet again.
Grenades are going to cause a ruckus in the workshop as they get placed in the mid. This is it.
Crazy with 25 kills right now. He is going off on this game.
He's destroying.
He is absolutely feeling himself on this map. You can see, though, with the placement of those grenades, how everyone's now forcing themselves to the center. Those grenades are going to be just as important as the boom, because if that boom shot fight takes even a little bit longer than usual, you can see Adver's already getting the pickup, already throwing those nades, but somehow Marsh was able to get in there. He didn't know those nades were coming in and gets taken out. That's a double kill now by Advers with those nades. They are cleaning up. Crazed, though, was hiding in a perfect position right beyond the smoke and right behind cover, so whoever's rushing through that smoke had no idea he was there. He is running in. He saw the boom on the ground. Smart move to try and take out the man holding the boom and focusing on him. Not able to do so, and Monkey's now in control.
But now, let me ask you this, though. You saw that the nades were placed. Why didn't you put at least one body there to try and prevent that from happening?
Yeah, that was something that I saw the majority of both team members go down there. One stayed at spawn naturally, but there you can see Monkey's picking up that double kill there and holding down the home hill, going for this trip cap. Actually, it looks like you might see the round end right here. Oh, that is going to be round 13 right now.
The grenades played such a role in that round, getting them the boom shot at the end there and allowing them to just swarm the home of Fable.
Craze picked up another 3 kills in that round, and as fast as that round was, very impressive there. He was making himself live in those fights. You can see them in a sniper getting placed.
They took it out. They just did not want to deal with the grenades.
No one's going to really focus on that right here going into this round. That's just something to get rid of that. As that last round really did not go exactly as they expected on Fable. Like you said, you had all the strength and numbers down there. They made such a great play in the round before that, sending everyone to the workshop. This time, it looked like that they didn't even worry about those grenades, and you could see it really bit them.
Back to square one. The respawns are plentiful. This is going to be huge, but there's a knight. He does manage to get it. He gets the boom and gets out of dodge. This is massive. But Craze gets a kill onto Advers, though. So a long and significant respawn, but he doesn't get the shot with the boom. Oh my God, why does this keep happening? The PR was saying that this is probably the worst we've seen boom shot play in this tournament. And it just to not get that kill.
Yeah.
To just wastefully use a boom shot.
Even the crowd did not like the utilization of the boom shot on that play. You could see he got a little excited trying to make that shot, trying to make something happen, force that wasn't there. Try to catch him in mid-roll. He ended up getting out of the way. The splash damage was not enough, so you could see now getting it passed off to Chaos, which is actually a little smart, as you could do that out of sight from your opponents. They might look for a specific character that has that boom in right there. Chaos pops up, surprise shot there on Hydrone, and leaving that now up for respawn in a few more moments here. These teams are both still holding that positioning down at that bottom part of the map, with it being so close. Now Chaos actually dropping that boom to see if, hey, maybe he could pop a head or two and try to turn this around with that sniper.
Oh, he is going to fall with the snipe in his hand. And I was going to say, maybe he could take that sniper down to the workshop and then get that angle so that if anyone tried to push up on boom shot, he wouldn't be able to, they couldn't push forward with it, right? The only thing they'd have to do is drop some smokes, and that will kind of, delay the push and obscure the vision. Now here we go, though. It's going to be 2 players down, and they're going to get E right away. Now do they push after D here, as there's only going to be 1 player left up top on the bowl? Can they go after that one? This is it.
That marks you almost got a marks a shot on him point blank. Had to pull out a shotgun and somehow cleans up the kill. So you can see Krim now trying to stand halfway down the stairs to try and stay out of sight, make sure his head was out of view as the push came in from Ronin, but they were ready to steamroll and take this game 7-6.
the Latin American Wonders, the #1 LatAm team strikes blood first, and they are able to get game #1 against Fable. What a matchup that was, going the distance.
That was pretty shocking over the fact that Reignin faced adversity throughout the whole map. If you paid attention around 10 and 11, if you looked at numbers, it was a chess game. Ronin sent only 2 to boom shot, which they lost every single time because, because Fable sent 3. So with that number advantage, Fable was able to get the boom shot, bring it back and win the rounds, but what Fable did, they did not notice that the frag nades that Ronin played was going to negate that. So Ronin learned, they slowed things down, grabbed the frag nades, negated the number advantage, get the boom shot, and they actually used that to defeat Fable.
Ronin played that extremely well. You know what? I want to call out Fable a little bit on that last play. Because they had the issue with the frag grenades, Fable, they were confident that down in Barn that they are going to outslay Ronin. That's what their thought process was. They're like, we're winning these initials. We can outslay Ronin. We can do this. We can win this. But let's take off those frags. Let's put on that long shot. And no one even went for it. But I don't think that they were actually thinking that the match was going to go past that initial fight. I think they were banking on wiping Ronin, sending everyone down, doing a team wipe, and then just go for the overextension for the domination. I really don't think that they were planning on the round going and anyone even touching that sniper.
I'm pretty impressed by how Ronin won that because Fable, they started off by blocking the dual spawns near the home hills, but they kept the construction weapons there. So what that did was the Latin American teams, they love to throw down those support weapons, the bow top, the incendiary grenades. So by stopping that, Ronin had to fight back and use a raw skill, which is what I really liked. I'm really impressed with this Ronin raw skill.
It was a mind game between the two.
Oh, yeah.
It was a chess match.
It was a chess game.
There was a lot of respect. It was very clear.
There was.
You saw it in the first half, right? There was no boom shot. There was no like major impactful power weapon. It was support weapons and incendiary nades, right? And all of that like was just a chess match to try and outsmart. In the first half, you had the incendiary pickup. I believe it was Phelpsy who got the incendiary, and then push forward, was able to just burn out the top of the bowl. Those moments right there just show that they're really just trying to outplay each other with smarts rather than just pushing in and getting these crazy Nasher plays. And when it came down to that, despite their best efforts, Ronin still got that victory.
Work smarter, not harder. And that's what we saw, right?
Absolutely. With the way that the team came in here, Ronin, they actually, I really was excited to see somebody like Monkeys come in here, the newer addition to the team. He went off in this game. But Adver's leading the team in kills. Everybody was really pulling their weight, winning all these fights as important as they possibly could be. But when they were both in the front line, they made it happen. And that was the most important part.
With the second map going off to Forge Blitz, I want to see Fable use more of that aggressive play style to take things away from it. And I want to see them use more map control, some more team fire, which is absolutely possible. But we will go underway to map 2 after this video about Fable.
I think we are so good just because how driven we are. We are top EU team. A lot of EU teams look up to us, so it's like a pride we have to hold and keep. I think this is the best Fable team just because the new players, the new motivation we have. All 5 of us really want to win.
Two teams that made the biggest upsets this event by knocking E United and Optic Gaming into the loser's bracket. One of these guys will place top 4 this weekend, which is absolutely phenomenal for these international teams.
They're coming here and they're knocking out the #1 team in Gears of War. And E United, this is their second event with this roster. They are coming in and they are just skyrocketing, right? And so for these teams, for the EU to come in, and then for Latin America to come in and take these teams out, again, it shows that skill gap. It's closing, and you just see these players, they are continuing to evolve and play smarter and learn how to combat each other.
I feel like it's interesting when you look at the different play style between these two teams. Fable is a highly aggressive team that loves heavy power weapons, but Ronin, they're on Forge Blitz. This map is really big with the Botox pistol, so that's one thing we need to keep an eye out for.
I'm waiting for Embar to be placed up top.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Chaos is going to be picking up that
in the control room? Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So if both teams, since they're 2 best players up there, who do you think has the advantage?
Slaying power, I got to get Fable. I still got to go Fable in the slaying power.
All right, I am extremely excited. What map 2 is underway on Forge Blitz. Ronin against Fable.
Well, here's the thing, True. This was Ronin's pick. Ronin chose to play on Forge. So because of that, that tells me that Ronan might be walking away here with a 2-0 victory.
That does happen with a lot of teams when they do their pick, their main pick that they know, especially when they get the second pick of the map. If they can utilize all their strengths to win that first one, going into the second one, it almost feels like they have home field advantage at this point. You can see Chaos now backing up here, trying to make something happen at the top of the stairs. It actually runs right down into the open of the floor there, getting shot by Crazed, leaving Crazed open for an opportunity to clean up this 2v1, which he does, taking out Decenite and Chaos to take control of the upper portion of the control room, forcing more members back.
Craze has been so good this series, and while, sure, Ronan may have been able to get game one, a lot of the success that Fable had was because of Craze and his clutch moments in that game. But now, though, get a little bit of a reset here. They have control of the control room, and that was a long, drawn-out battle that Ronan nearly shined through on. But Fable, I love the fact that it's just this, despite the odds being against them in that moment, they were able to get that control. Now let's see, though, how Ronan's going to play this, and that is going to be Phelpsy moving in with a Nasher kill, just absolutely chunking Adverse. That's going to be cleanup duty on to Chaos, looking for his third kill. Does he make it happen? It's just going to chase Dezo down. Dezo's getting behind this cover here. He knows that he's going to be in a really tough spot, so he's going to have to get out, recoup, see if he can get this win. But two players, though, of Fable are going to be right in front, able to find one, but can't follow up with the second.
You could tell the communication there with Fable was absolutely on point. You had Adverse camping actually into that incinerator, and there was a fight being pushed. As they hit that button simultaneously, one member of Fable pushed, pretty much forcing him either out of that incinerator into an open fight or getting burned. So right there, he ended up having to pick his poison on that one and spreading things out now, opening things up now for Fable to take control of the middle of the map.
What does Ronan have to do to overtake against Fable in this situation, Troop?
Well, right now it's going to be that most important part, to overtake that control room. Since we're still in this early of the map and there's no power weapons, that's the main spot right now that needs to be the main focus. You don't have to worry about the button. There's no really need for it, but Fable actually in this opening round using it to the best that they can, forcing a lot of fights that they need to.
5 kills, 4 downs for Craze. A good start here in round number 1. Game 2, if you're just joining us, Ronan came out on top after a grueling matchup that went to 13 rounds. Went the distance. They were able to get the win there. They're up 1-0 in this championship quarterfinal matchup, but we're getting dangerously close to the wire here in round number 1, and Fable looks like they have Ronan's number. They're able to get the kills. Crim, Craze, lighten up that scoreboard, lighten up the kill feed. They are dominating, and at this point in time, it seems like nothing can stop the number 1 EU team. But Monkeys, though, has other plans, but it won't matter because that round is going to go to Fable.
Too little too late right there with that nice play by Monkeys. Had an opportunity to try and extend the round, but it just came at the worst time right there. Maxing out the points there and going into this first round victory here for Fable. It's going to be something I want to see actually placed up top here on this opening fight, but looks like they might be deciding to place double weapons down. Looks like Mark says being placed here. That's going to be something I expect them to use more on the upper portion of the map here.
Look at that. The kills. They just got slapped in round 1. It was a shellacking.
Yeah, with Sleevers and Chaos, a lot of these fights that they were going into, they were actually kind of stuck, essentially in between a rock and a hard place without any support. So which really did bring up the reason that they didn't actually get any kills in that first round. Things were working so well for Fable that they were able to isolate a lot of the players for Ronan.
So a difference from round number 1 is Ronan are able to win in the control room. Phelpsy, he's going to have 2 members of Ronan on his tail, and that's going to be a kill that goes in their favor. Now the push over to A. B still not captured quite yet, but I like this aggression on the home. And, just a smart play here from Fable to try and hold this one off as long as they possibly could. But domination's going to be in a couple seconds, and they're going to have just so many members here surrounding the home. Nothing that they could do, and we're all tied up once again. This game is insane.
There was no way that there was going to be a push coming in there from Fable. Chaos actually had an amazing position right there next to the ring on the cover, all the way hidden in the corner without popping out, knowing that his teammates were fighting right over there on the pillars right across the way from that ring. There was going to be a push coming out of that spawn. They were had tunnel vision right on those pillars. killers. As soon as they went for it, he popped out and made the kill happen. You could see, though, the block coming in now to the control tower, which is going to really make things interesting for who is going to try and be the aggressor to force themselves to the top of that map with nothing really there to try and keep them up there.
Yeah, and you said, you and Cleaner were talking about the M-bar potentially going up there. Now that's not an option for them. So winning control tower just the old-fashioned way, it's going to be a tough fight.
Absolutely. You could see the numbers, though, going up there. It looks like a 2-on-2 fight at the top, 1-on-1 in the bottom center here for the middle ring. But the main fight, though, is going to be the top because you can just hold down that middle fight as long as possible. If your team wins, you can just let them do the crossfire from there in that position. You could see, though, Dezenite not able to get the kill. Craze moving in, getting the double, and saving his teammate in the process. There you go. That's the position you need, and they're immediately putting that crossfire down from not only a crossfire, but also down from the top. There's no way you're going to be able to stay in that position. They had to go all the way back.
So what we saw in the last round, Ronan winning out on that particular side. This time around, it's the same thing here. Am I crazy? Is there like an advantage in coming into the side that Fable came in here because Ronan succeeded in the last round?
Well, a lot of the times, depending where you do spawn on the left or right side portion of the map, a lot of these tight corners where the home hills are, you have to worry about that right-hand advantage. It makes a lot of these fights really easy, especially when you have people pushing around the corner. Maybe when they're stuck in the opposite end with the left-handed side, they have to be the ones to make that push and just try and catch them off guard. But when you're in an easy place to make that position and hide on those corners to get those kills when they pop up, it's really something that can just surprise your team and immediately have them switch up their game and have to make that call out for their squad.
Now Ronan on the move, forcing back members of Fable. They're going to just completely swarm this home hill, and it seems as if at this point in time, Fable, they're just wisely enough backing away. They still have control of B, but Dezenite's just going to move right in. He's basically going to spear him, but then look at that. Hydrone with the double. That's going to open it up for them, and they'll be able to reclaim C with relative ease. Now the domination potentially coming through here. 3 seconds remaining, forcing him back. And Monkeys with that Lancer fire, keeping him away and allowed his teammate to go in for cleanup.
And a smart move there. Monkeys keeping his back actually on the cover, aiming with that bird eye view completely away from the wall and aiming the Lancer down where they were coming from the spawn so he can move back and forth along the wall, strafe, keep his positioning and his shot really as straight as possible without staying on his feet. That was a really smart move. You could see, though, as we follow Craze to have to back up against multiple members of Ronan here, he does have a little bit of help here as they are now at this choke point, ready to make the move. Looks like the angle's trying to come in here. Chaos looking for it, and they push it back a little bit up that ramp. So now they might try to make this move through. It's going to be interesting to see, but actually there you could see Ronan now actually making the retreat and not winning the aggression on this fight.
Yeah, well, Ronan, though, they did get that kill. Krim was living for quite a while, but time is ticking. The points are gaining for Fable here. They need to push in and stop this. And that's exactly what's going on. They're preventing them from being able to gain any points. They're stuck at 201, and the domination's going to come through. Only one member left alive. It's going to be Marsh, but Marsh is going to be taken out. Craze, can he be the superhero that this team needs? No, he is not. One more player, though. Krim, do you make it happen?
They're going to steal this round from them if they can't get through to this touch. This is actually a great position right now for Ronan, but they left the B hill uncontested, and you can see that only a few seconds they had there, and right there, once that touch came in, they had to restart that timer. It left enough time for that B hill now to get touched. They're going to have to make that move, though, but we're holding these two positions here. There they go, taking the lead and surpassing them here, 210 to 203. It looked like that score final actually was on the final there. They were in control the whole time, and right there at that end fight, things just kind of got flipped on their head.
Shenanigans. That's what this is, true. Shenanigans. This game is crazy. I love it.
And
I love what I'm seeing.
Placed middle at that hill, you could see now with a lot of these teams now, we're trying to get that positioning up top. How much more important is it now that they're going to have to make that move, actually maybe send an extra man down low and really ignore the top part of the map. There is no ring in the incinerator. There's a block up in the control tower. If you can manage to get that boom and get out, you can actually rotate up to the control tower in that opportunity and then take control of that spot.
It now becomes a 1v1 in the control center. You see Hydrone there scuffling with someone above, but Fable, though, they have managed to overtake some positional control here. And Dezenite, as I say that, is trying to punish him. Dezenite, oh my word, what a play there as he charges right through, but it won't be enough. Is he the superhero that they need? I just don't think so. And he will be deleted, and that will be Fable getting control of the boom shot. And I mean, that was a hero play, but unfortunately for him, all heroes have to fall.
Yeah, right there, with that fight coming out, coming off in such a big way in the opening part of the round here, and creating that chaos right off the bat is what needed to be done. So right here, though, it looked like that the positioning of the team was not working out there for Ronin momentarily. So you can see now with that A hill still well in control of Fable, they now get control of that B hill. So it's going to be up to Ronin to try and pick their spot, deciding where they go to rotate here. But you can see it's already being decided through the incinerators straight across the C, and making sure that they can force only these couple members here of Fable, or excuse me, of Ronin back all the way into their spawn. And now you can see the kills coming back and forth all over the screen. They are dropping like flies, and Fable looks like they are going to be able to take control of this. Crim picking up a double and getting taken out in the process. Flips back and forth between these two teams.
He's the only one left alive. Phelpsy, his teammates are coming off of the respawn now. They do get control and the domination potentially in 5 seconds. They got to push this one aggressively. There's only going to be one member now, 2 members, as Fable managed to delay this one. But I love the pressure that Ronin is applying. They have a member down. Can Craze follow through? He's able to get the kill. Craze and Hydron, you're going to see those names pop up in the kill feed so many times. And now this is Fable bouncing back. The scoreboard in their favor, charging straight over to C. They have 3 down, and they're going to get control of this one. So far, so good for the EU team. And man, this round has been insane. They've just been going back and forth.
Look at Marsh, though, rushing straight ahead into the Lancer of Chaos, not able to take him out. That was a very risky move, though. Not able to even connect the shot, as Chaos was completely fine after that altercation there. He's now moving all the way through to the center, getting that open spot now and holding it down, still maintaining control. So right there, that angle that he had was perfect, forcing the members of Ronin now to come back out of their spawn here and regroup with him to make sure that Fable backs all the way up.
And the other thing, too, is that they went into the home to prevent them from being able to gain any points. So that was a great play, a good heads-up play there from Ronin to just, you know, tip the odds in their favor just a tad, just a little bit, though. The boom shot comes through, and Chaos is going to take his own life with that. So that is going to be unfortunate. I'm sure he'd like to take that shot back. Domination, though, potentially for Ronin here in a couple seconds. Craze needs to make the play happen as he dives right into the home, able to down one. Oh! The other one as well. Craze with the plays, makes the double happen, and Fable are right back in this matchup. Can you believe it? What a close game.
Craze just putting the team on his back in that moment in time, getting the amazing double kill to really maintain control of the center as he sees a member, though, of Ronin coming through the incinerator, though. He's going to have to back up and make sure that they hold position here with this score getting the way it is. You can see now really close here, almost dead even here, but it's going to be in Fable's favor here. Only a few moments away if they can hold these positions here. Craze now backing up. He knows that there's going to be one pushing, and he's got a little bit of help there to take him down, backing all the way up, and they did hold their ground perfectly in that situation.
I cannot believe this game. It has been so close. That was just inches there. It could have gone either way, but Craze with that double in the home, that is just miracle plays.
Yeah, and towards the end of that round, they knew exactly what had to be done there. With the score as close as it needed to be, you know how desperate a team like Ronin was going to have to try and push in there to try and make that stop happen. They had to run all the way across the incinerator, pretty much with that open zone, that open floor right there. They see the push coming all the way across since it's the shortest route for them, and they're going to be able to make that stop. The incinerator now getting picked up with some weapons here. The nades are being placed there, which is going to change things up there and make the button a little bit more important now in this game.
That fight for control is going to be very valuable. What we saw on Reclaim, when Fable do not focus on the grenades, they pay dearly for it. Things have certainly been very interesting here in game number 2, all tied up. Shades of what we saw in game 1. Phelpsy, he's going to get the frag grenades. And those nades start to come in. Adverse, he's going to get chunked. Bye-bye, Adverse. And now, you know, again, they were like, you know what, you thought you were going to outsmart us with the grenades. You know, again, just like you did on Reclaim, think again, not going to happen. Hydron's pushing in 2B. Does he get it? But no, it's going to be Chaos who gets the kill. Can he follow up with another one against Phelpsy here? He's going to be so weak, and he cannot stay alive long enough. Phelpsy will get the down. Does he clean up the kill? Yes, he does, and that will be potentially be control, but Monkeys is going to be lingering about, and we'll have some support That Marksa too. So much damage being applied at long range with the Marksa. He wants to see if he can get that to his teammates here. But look at that, just sweeping right through. Monkeys with the double and full control. They're going to get this B, and they're going to get the boom shot to boot. Can they clean it up? Can Dezo, along with Sleeper, delete Hydrone, and they're able to down him? Things are getting very shaky here for Fable as they have to push up. 1 second remaining, but no one can push in. That is going to do it. 3-2. Latin American team Ronin gets their third win.
They saw their opportunity and took it right there with the boom. It took almost 50 seconds after those first 2 caps for them to even touch the boom shot. That fight was being so fought hard at that low spot with the intensity of these teams coming in here. Once they finally picked it up, shooting it at the ground, knowing that he was going to take himself out and his enemy, but also he had his teammate nearby to get that boom shot, pick it up off the ground, and utilize it later into the round to get that victory.
Whew, what a game here, Troop. It's making me feel things. You know?
Yeah, this is already on
Essential
pace now for another amazing round 13. We can see right here the way that things are going back and forth with these teams. You can see, though, with those incendiaries now at the top of the map. So it's going to be very important now. Only a one-on-one fight, though. It looks like Chaos runs right in and takes them. So this is going to be something to see if he rolled, or he's actually going to rotate back now instead of keeping up top. And right there, throwing them blindly over the wall, keeping that member. That's Phelpsy in the corner now, and he's going to eat shots and get burned in that situation. But Hydrone sneaks up behind and gets the finish off on Chaos. Now backing up across the map. Another member down. That's 5 down for Ronin, leaving Fable open. With only 2 members alive, they're going to have to hurry up and move and get into position as fast as possible.
Hydrone went huge there. That was a great play to get the incendiaries, bring them down low. But Hydrone, man, this guy was a difference maker in this round. And now that he has the boom shot, there's nothing that's going to hold them back. They should be able to make this one happen. And okay, that luckily they were able to get that win, but that could have been really bad. So, breath of fresh air.
Yeah, the back and forth between these two teams, this is like just watching the 2 fighters going at it back and forth in a slugfest right now. With now halftime coming up, wiping the weapons off the map, back to the 10-second respawns. The simplicity of the game coming back now into the second half to start things off here. So I'm wondering who's going to take the strong point in this fight. Now with the Incinerator having the mid-hill, that control tower is that much more important here. You can see there's the fight going up top. Now it's a 2-on-2 rather than a 1-on-1 from the last round.
Playing around the Incinerator. He's going to get this. He's going to get control of up top, control center. So valuable in this game. Players just dancing around. Marsh is going to open things up. Desanite, goodbye. 1v2 potentially. Does he make it happen? Yes, he does. Marsh is going to get both of those kills. And now the Incinerator goes to Fable as they're looking to regain control in this game. They do get E, they do get F, and potentially a domination here as they're just going to collapse right onto the home. A few members are going to be pushing in. 2 seconds remaining. They're all just going to vault right over the ledge there to see if they can get back into the fight. So much activity going on, but somehow, someway, Hydrone comes up from behind. They're going to answer right back. Chaos with the kill. Does Adverse have what it takes for the 1v2? No, he does not. Now it's going to be Dezo's turn. Dezo's just going to get chunked as soon as he steps right in. Sleeper, it's your turn. Are you going to go ahead and be a superhero? No, you're not, my friend. You will fall. Monkeys, is it your turn now? They're just going in like lemmings, but because of the delay, because they were able to stagger it out, they're able to regroup and get right back into this fight and stay in this one. That was a huge play. Everyone just pushing in and forcing the denials. That was a great situation for Ronin.
This round, I thought, was going to end. Hydrone with the insane flank all the way around the spawn to take out members of Ronin in the back, but still they were able to somehow stay composed there, winning those fights back and forth, coming out of spawns. The thing that had them on their side was that respawn timer, and something that was interesting, killing them all right off the bat, bang, 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 bang. You're going to have them all respawn at the same time, so they're all going to come right out really in droves to try and fight that hill, and they got it back with as fast as they were coming in. So you can see now following on Desanite here, getting that kill on Martian, forcing himself now almost down into a second fight here, but that's crazed to take him out, getting the double kill, rendering Edwards obsolete in that play to make the push all the way across here to the home hill, getting taken out though near those mid doors, and now it looks like these back and forths are coming into play here as these two teams now are utilizing again this respawn time. These fights are consistent. They're keeping the energy going. As one or two members drop, they're going to be back right into this fight once they're holding their ground.
And while all that action was going on, look at the scoreboard there. Ronin were not gaining any points, and Fable are are almost to 210, the coveted 210 that you need to win this round here. They're past that 200-point threshold, and that is basically going to do it. No one can stop this, and the inevitable happens. They win it. So while they weren't able to get the domination, they were able to win it with the long game.
And that's something that you have to take notice when you had all those members of Ronin running out of spawn one after another, trying to stay in this and extend the round. The whole time that's going on, they're all just putting all their efforts into that zone, while the other side of the map, they're racking up more points, getting the mid-hill, getting their own home hill. And if all that fight is coming out of that spawn, once they finally got control of the hill, they were not able to get a better position to try and regain that point lead.
Frag grenades go down. Now it's going to change the outlook of this game.
And they placed them right in the center, so I'm wondering if they're going to be thrown into the incinerator side of the map. They might throw them up into the control tower, depending on how many members of each team go up there and who gets possession of these nades. So you can see, as we look on the overhead map right now, each member of their respective teams here are doing exactly what's expected. 2 low, 1 each at home hill, 2 up top. So you can see now Chaos pushing through, getting the aggressive side here on them, getting the upper hand to make his way all the way across on the top side of the stairs, but Crazed is able to stay alive at least momentarily to take him out. Decenite, though, is the last man standing in this situation.
He's going to be able to win out on the control center.
Adverse is the man that ended up taking the grenades on that, so
they
actually have to keep an eye on him in this situation. He obviously has him in his pocket, and he's just trying to, it looks like, essentially taunt his opponent here. He doesn't not, yeah, he obviously smart about that, backing up, knowing he had a teammate there to shoot him in the back. Did not want to lose those nades in his pocket and have them set up for a respawn.
I don't think they just,
There
I mean,
they
they
go.
know that he has him. Surely they do. And there goes the grenade.
There it is.
Craze is like, oh, I got to get out of this one. Which he manages to stay alive. And I think Craze, he only had 38% of his health there. And they're hanging
very
back.
close. He actually made the decision at the perfect time there that the Lancer fire that came in after the fact that he threw the nade, and sending him all the way back into this position. Now you have 2 members all the way on the far end of the wall here in spawn. It's kind of it's a very defensive position here. They're letting Ronin get the best of this map so far, but as you can see, though, Fable now slowly about to make their way into that incinerator, knowing hopefully that depends if somebody has got control of that tower to see if there's going to be a button press here. Looks like actually there's only 1 member up there, that's Ronin, but he is going to be in a 2-on-1 situation momentarily. That's Chaos up top, hitting the button, waiting, and it looks like forcing them out for several seconds. Now, instead of taking the fight, well, actually, now he's, instead of retreating, looking like he was going to take that fight, seeing it was a 1-on-1, but getting lit up right away. He was a little hesitant there, and being, actually hesitating in that fight. You see Marsh was able to get the better half of him and take him down while he was trying to run away from that fight.
He thought about it. He was wondering if I should take this. He felt confident for the time being, but it just was not enough. And look at that there. I mean, surely they must have made the call. Hey, listen, I ended up dying on control. Someone's pushing up on our side. Watch your back. But it seems like that call probably never came there. And they're going to be able to reclaim the neutral. They get E. Now they have their sights set on F. And they're just jumping right in there. And I love this here. Just getting the cross, putting the Lancer fire down. This has just been a very clinical game at the halfway point in favor of Fable. All tied up. As they continue to progress here, Fable will have the upper hand as far as those hills are concerned. A grenade coming in for Crim, getting the double, and that will open things up. The domination potentially. Monkeys can't do anything about it. 2 seconds remaining. 1 more player left alive there. The denial will come through. Decenite trying to keep this one going. Can he do so? No. He's going to go down. But now a few more members of Ronin begin to jump onto the point, and Crim just saying, you know what, I don't have the health to deal with this fight. Let me back up and get back to my teammates, because they recognize that they have the hills, they have control, they could just win this with points.
Ooh, he was waiting at that corner. Looked like with the nades, had to run away. Getting down, though, in the process. Crim with that double kill, the nades, just completely opened this round for them for the victory here. You can see there is no way that Ronin's going to be able to stop them. They ended up winning here for the point. They ended up reaching the points because after that double kill there by Crims, it spread out everybody. With as deep as we're getting into this game now, and that incinerator also having that middle hill, if you're able to control that top of the tower, use that button, you're going to have to keep tabs on that. Make sure that you know when that's going to respawn and be ready to press in any opportunity. But right there, finally, the M-bar being placed at the top of the control tower here.
Look for Chaos to get control of the M-bar. He's going to be the man of the match as far as we're concerned here on the desk. This is going to be a big, big round for Ronin. They decided, you know, we're losing those Nasher battles. Now it's time. Put that effort, put that focus. They sent 2 players up Meanwhile, Fable send up 3. That's how much they value the control and the M bar. So Chaos is going to have to deal with a lot. It's going to be a real high mountain to climb here. They do manage to get the grenades, and players are dropping back. They kind of swap sides for the time being, and the nades come through. Adverse is able to get the double kill and the domination now. All that effort, all that focus was put onto the control center, but they weren't able to do anything with it. Chaos is going to get the M-bar, but he dies. Craze gets that kill. The headshot comes through, and he wasn't going to be able to get the M-bar, but will he get there to stop this cap? 2 seconds, 1 second, and he gets there just in the nick of time. That was going to be just by the skin of his teeth. The skin of his teeth, he manages to get that win, and he's able to get the kill onto Sleeper, and that is going to break it, and he will get control of the home hill. What a big play from Craze, and what a game he's been having so far. Regardless of the result of this round, you have to be happy with how he played that one out.
I am not trying to speak early, but that could end up being the play of this map. He ended up killing the man for Ronin that picked up the M-bar there. As soon as they had it on his back, he rushed in there, took him out in that situation, doubled back, and got another kill near the spawn right before they were able to get that trip cap. So this is a really, really good opportunity for them now to try and shift this momentum in their position with Ronin having a huge lead on them. They're just trying to wait for their spots with still now actually everybody alive on this team just coming out here. The nades are being used so well in these past 2 rounds. Double kills galore for these teams, so whoever's grabbing them, they know exactly what to do with them.
All the pieces are falling into place in this game. It's these little moments that have just changed, have dictated the pace of this matchup. And that is what you want to see at high-level Gears of War. That is why I love watching this game, because just the intensity and how every single moment matters so much in this game. It doesn't come down to just the hero plays, getting the doubles. It's about those small moments there. And now, as we begin to look with Fable getting this lead, oh, wait a minute. He did not expect that. Tezzanite came around the corner like a bat out of hell. He was unaware of it. He was caught with his pants down and shooting his Lancer, trying to help out his teammates. But now, just again, Ronin will get control. They know that he's up here. They see him now. He's not able to clean it up, though. Chaos, he's by himself up top. Does he get the kill on Marsh? And he will fall. That was a very ambitious battle from Chaos, but he was alone.
Yeah, but they're actually, it looks like now with Ronin having such a huge lead, they ended up hitting the Incinerator, which was a very strange move. They hit the Incinerator without depleting that mid-hill, so now that's more additional time that they're just going to rack up with that invincibility seemingly of that E-hill. There's no way that they were going to be able to push through, but by doing that, now it's on a timer, it's on that delay, and they can make that push through to get that position. This is the only time that they have, but I don't think it was they did not do that move fast enough right there. You could see it was way too big of a lead there for Ronin.
Ronin were able to bounce back. A little bit of a misplay in that one, but while the Incinerator was, and the fire was burning down, they just wisely enough rotated, were able to get control of another home hill, and just left Fable in an awkward position. And, you know, things happen. That's going to put them within spitting distance of tying this game up.
I did like the play, though, where they know that 3 members of Fable were coming out of the spawn. As they were making their way to the Incinerator, they had a member hit the button to actually send it off and send it back on that delayed timer before you can actually press it again. So as soon as that was done, coming through the Incinerator, as soon as the effect wore off, they were able to make that push through and get control of that hill easily. But you can see, though, with Ronin, they had too big of a lead, and now they are right on Fable's heels here.
What a game this has been. Game 2 is best of 3. Ronin currently up by 1. The battle for the control center and the M-bar. 2 vital things in this map. Positioning and power weapons, and that is going to go to Fable as they manage to get control of the power weapon and shoot down, the Incinerators. Say screw it, let's not, I don't want them to really worry about that here. Look for Craze, though, to get these shots. He has just had such a game so far in this series.
They have positioning now on this map and the power weapon at the top here with the M-bar. There you go. And now that's 1 shot away from getting the kill here. Craze definitely connected one of those shots, but not able to finish up there. It's interesting to note that the members of Fable actually capped their home hill late. They forced more members in to get this position for the M-bar. You can see, though, Craze using it, getting the perfect angle, and now Marsh getting a double kill, Krim getting a kill of his own, and now only leaving Sleepers available, and it looked like that they knew exactly where he was. He drops as well. Fable now going to take this round 6-4, and only 1 round away now from sending this to a tiebreaker match.
Match point for Fable. This is it. I could not believe what we're seeing here, Troop. This has been a wild game. This is also, just a reminder to everyone, if I wrote this correctly, this was Ronin's pick. they went with this map. They felt confident in this one. If they lose out here, shades of what we saw before when Fable went for Reclaimed. So this has just been a toss-up game, man.
And it's funny to note that because they picked this map, and clearly now with the match point coming up in favor of Fable, you got to wonder, I guess, whatever they had planned for this map clearly hasn't been working. So now if they do have a backup strategy, now is the time that they have to put it in gear. They have double hammer burst now placed on the map, so that's going to be something that's going to get a lot of crossfire involved here for the center lower part of the map. You might even see somebody take it up to the control tower to try and assist the M-Bar if they take control there. So you can see, though, them forcing the members, though, of Fable, 3 members. It's a 2-on-3 that Ronin actually looked like they had the advantage up top. There's one more member of Ronin, though, back, hanging back beyond the stairs, though, to crossfire them, sending them down the stairs. So that is a nice opening play here from Ronin to get this momentum and start things off.
Yeah, and I was going to make note that they did get the frag grenades. I believe that was going to be, oh dear, I do not see who. Oh, that was Hydrone. Hydrone got the frag grenades, so I was worried that while that fight was going on in control, he was just going to gingerly toss the nades up top and then pick up a double kill, because so much investment on both sides went to securing the control center. Chaos is going to go down, though, and Chaos has that M-Bar, and that's going to be actually in his hands when he dies. So the M-Bar is going to be right in front of the home, but here we have it. 4 seconds remain. This could very well be the game. Only one player left alive. It won't matter. That's going to do it. We're going to game 3, folks. Fable managed to make it happen on Forge.
An impressive showing there. Going into the second portion of this map, they only gave up 1 round to Ronin, so they were dominant throughout the second portion of this map. You can see there that Craze actually picking up 28 kills. He's still, as you know, one of the lead slayers on his team, and he is making sure that everybody knows it here.
I really like how Fable's coming into this game. Okay, so if you look at both rosters, Fable, they're really good individually, but Ronin, they're really good with power weapons and certain utility weapons. So what happened was, down 3-5, Ronin put the M-Bar in control tower. Fable saw that, sent 3 people to combat 2, where they overpowered Ronin to get control of the M-Bar, where they won it 2 rounds in a row. Ronin didn't get the M-Bar until the 3rd time. So, I mean, it was pretty impressive how Fable was able to attack their strength and take it away from them.
Not only that, but they chased Chaos into spawn practically to make sure that they eliminated him and the M-Bar.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to point out, their very first block, they were proactive as opposed to being reactive. They blocked the top spawn because they know Ronin is going to put that M-Bar down for Chaos. And in his hands, it's absolutely deadly.
Oh, yes.
So they played their strengths. And again, it's about the teams respecting one another and just understanding how they play and what they need to do to come out on top.
They're just playing 40
to get the
chess.
advantage.
They're playing 40 chess.
Oh, it's
basically
100% chess.
Mind games.
We're all just plebs at this point in time. That's what I've deduced.
But if you pay attention to the way that they're playing on both sides, I mean, it's really smart. There was a round on round 7, Crazy Marsh, they were using a buddy system to capture the home hill, and the way they went about it was Marsh would be in front of Craze. He'll get the first shot and dive away because he knew that Craze was going to come in, get the second shot to finish the guy off, and they got, what, 3-4 kills in a row? It was insane. It was phenomenal. And just those minor details makes the biggest difference.
It's that trust.
Yes.
It's that trust and just knowing that you're going to have somebody, you're going to do a little bit of damage. I can't get the kill shot, but I know my teammate right behind me is going to, and we're going to come out on top. It's that confidence, right, Trooper?
Absolutely. Going into that last map, or that last round on the map, you had the grenades getting picked up by Fable, and you could see, even though they knew that they had the grenades, they immediately retreated that top fight, knew that they didn't have to fight for that positioning because the nades were right in their possession. They could have used them if they wanted to up top, and with them having their backs against the wall, Ronin was not able to react there, and there you go.
I'm going to say it now. Ronin needs to wake up because when you look at how Fable's attacking this, they see Ronin's strong point, they take it away. I'm going to need Ronin to use a lot of teamwork and single out these players because without these secondary power weapons, they're struggling. And I want to see them actually change things up, put more numbers in a specific area to win these power weapons. Because if you think about it, their strength is in their initial. They need monkeys and chaos to get those initial kills for the power weapons. But if that doesn't happen, they struggle.
But for a good portion of that map, we saw Fable. They were 2 steps ahead. That M-Bar was put down. We cannot let them get it. They're going to send 3. And they have numbers. They're going to win that initial. And then they're going to overextend. Then they're going to put that pressure on the home hill. So you see just using those tactics, that's something that Ronin, they were being reactive. So when a situation would occur like that, now they're kind of scrambling because they're not really thinking ahead.
So I have a question, because now we're going into Impact. This was going to be Fable's pick, and we had mentioned Impact before not being a map that a lot of players like to play on.
Yeah.
How does that mix things up here? Like, why would Fable go with this map?
You know what?
Wild card.
First season, it wasn't really played a lot, but we're seeing it more and more, and I think it's because it's not something that people practice off and on.
We've been seeing it more and more because the Ghost crew has been on main stage a little bit. But
Yeah,
but
that's true,
honestly,
but
it's pretty smart to choose a map like that on Tiebreaker. I mean, that's your wild card. That's the X factor. You choose a map that people aren't ready for in order to edge out the win when it's a tie game.
They may have a little bit more practice on that than most, so you know what? We're going to put down this map. We have a few strats that we can call on it, and I think it's going to give us the edge, and that's what we're seeing with this.
I mean, this is pretty big. The #1 Latin American team against the #1 European team. This is the tiebreaker round. Golden Boy, I'm so excited. What are your thoughts on this last map?
Ooh, man, you know what? I'm gonna stick to my guns.
All right.
Sticking with Ronin.
All right. I like that.
I think Ronin's going to come out on top here. I feel like I do agree with you. They need to wake
adjust.
up.
Yeah.
They need to adjust. They have to recognize that they're getting absolutely thrashed by Craze. He and who was this? Phelpsy. They have just been all over them like white on rice. They need to step it up.
I appreciate that prediction, but I'm going to have to actually take Fable for this one.
Okay.
Just because I did notice certain things, especially towards the last portion of that game that we just watched. They made small adjustments that I noticed that Ronin didn't pick up on really. Towards the last couple rounds, they sent their strength in numbers by not sending one of their men to the home hill. They put all of that effort into the rest of the map, and they ended up winning because of it.
So we're underway on the tiebreaker map. Ronin against Fable. This is
it.
Here at the Gears Pro Circuit, Las Vegas Open. Trooper Golden Boy, take it away.
Thank you so much, Val. Here we go, folks. Let's liven up in the crowd over here, people. Come on. This is a game number 3. This is what you want to see. The best international teams clashing here on the main stage in Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's get right into this one here, and it's going to be Impact, our third and final battleground in this epic best of 3.
Fable already has the advantage. One member dropped for Ronin on that initial fight. Right off the bat, you can see Fable now taking control of that B hill. They had everything right there. It looked like that there was somebody positioned on the top part, not moving down those stairs yet, getting the Lancer Fire on Decenide, who had to make that move up and getting caught off guard. So they got positioning on that B hill, now making the rotation through the center now of the plane. They have enough cross coming from the top portion. You can see Hydron almost getting that pop shot out of the corner there, but instead does get some help from his teammates to get the down and finish off that kill.
So, True, got me through this here. I want to know, what is it about Impact that makes it such a challenging map for these players to play in, and why Fable would go with it? Why make this decision to go to Impact for Game 3?
I think a lot of it has to do with the layout and the separation, the time it takes to get between, say, the home hill and the B hills in the early portions of the game, especially. When you have to make those rotations, they're seemingly a lot. It takes forever for even when you need support to come into one of these fights, and especially with how open and long the middle portion of the map is. If you do control the middle, you can control things so much easier by going all the way down the middle lane of the map.
Sleeper's going to get a double kill there, but Dezenite is going to get headshotted by Craze. Craze finally going down, and that should give them a sigh of relief, though. But Sleeper cannot follow up with another one, as Krim is going to take that spot. And I see a lot of players like to hang back here, and that's what you were talking about, right? When you hang back, you're able to lay down some cover fire, especially because B is right in front of them.
Yeah, they have the full scope of everything, looking down the entire body of the plane, so they could see if someone's coming down from the stairs. You can see now that's actually Krim getting some help from Phelpsy and trying to push those members of Ronin back. And then you can see Krim now doubling back to get that position at the very top portion there. You can see now having to rotate out as there is a mess of smoke in that pit area, and you can have all these members of Ronin now pick their spots as they were waiting at the top, putting those Lancer bullets down, and now getting a little bit better of a position. I love this. They're actually not making the push through yet. They're taking this one very slow. Maybe if they do take this a little bit slower, Fable might get a little uncomfortable and be the one to make a mistake here.
But Phelpsy's going to get the kill onto Sleeper, so that's going to leave them in a really tough spot to be in. Monkeys, though, does he stay alive? No, he will go down, and Marsh is there to wipe him out, clean it up. And here we go. We're getting closer to the wire now. Sleeper, he pushes in. He's trying to make a play happen, but it just won't really matter all that much. They're about to cross that 200-point threshold. They have so much presence on the map. B and C control. This is basically, unless something crazy happens or everyone just gets the leader from the server, this is going to be a victory for Fable.
Yeah, and with another thing you were asking about, why a lot of players are more hesitant to take a map like Impact. You know, when you have the home hills and the middle hills set up the way they are, as I said, where you have to take a run, maybe a little bit longer than most maps, to maneuver back and forth between those hills, especially on a map like this, where those home hills are placed. Even when they're rotated, they're in a very open space, and a very tight space when it's the DE and F hill in between those hallways in the northern part of the map. So when you actually have to force fights into that area, that's where the power weapons are going to be most important. When they're stuck in those tight spots, you're going to know you're going to have incendiaries being used, you're going to have boom shots used, things like frag grenades and all that. So right now you can see, though, with the lead, Fable is going to make sure that they can just keep things going the same way that they did with the boom shot on the map. Though it's going to have to open things up, as that is on the opposite end of that mid hill. So it's going to be something I want to see if they're going to take it right down the center of the map, or if they're going to try to rotate back, keep it on their home hill.
Also, a shout out to Hydrone, who only died one time in that entire round and was able to pick up 7 kills. He has been a solid player in this match. Hydrone, though, is going to push up, find one onto Chaos. Chaos is going to go down, and he gets the down onto Desert9 as well. That's going to be some clever crossing, courtesy of his squad. And the blue team, Fable, wipe right through. Ronin have no answer for this one, as now they're going to tackle potentially onto C, but no. So are you going to see the pushes onto the homes all that much in Impact?
Right. Well, especially when you have you're maintaining your own home hill, and as hard as it is to push, as you can see here, Hydron having to back out, it's so hard to push into the A and C hill on Impact, especially from the bottom portion of the stairs here going up into the spawn. So it just makes it as difficult as Reclaim when you have to run up the stairs to go right into the ring. You're running right into a shotgun most of the time. So right here, you can see, though, having to force back members of Ronin here, and it looks like that's Phelpsy with the double kill of the boom shot, taking out 2 members of Ronin, and they knew exactly where that needed to be, forcing them into that fight just for a few seconds, taking their focus off that weapon and utilizing perfectly.
Hydrone relied on his teammates there to get the win. That was so nice. And you said it, right? It's very difficult to fight out of the steps. But he just said, you know what? I got my boys behind me.
Perfect.
It's time to roadie run in there. Give him the 1-2. Get that kill. Get that win. They're up by 2 now.
He played great as the aggressor right there to, well, more of a distraction, knowing that his teammate had that boom and they were coming for him to help out and finish off that round. But with the hills being there in that position, it was something that, you know, you were wondering if people do make those pushes on the home hills a lot. It's something that once you have control of the middle of the map and you can have somebody posted up on your home hill on this map, you know, you don't really want to make those pushes. Once you can get control of this center, it's going to be so hard for anybody to try and penetrate here.
Look at the flank here for Desert9. Is he going to be able to get the kill? He finds Marsh in front of him. He follows through. He's able to get the slay onto Dezo, but he's going to get absolutely deleted there by the boom shot. Phelpsy picks it up once again, and now they're going to be on the prowl, looking to see if they could shut this one down right here, right now, as they gain control of A and B slightly. They haven't gotten A quite yet, but there you have it. A is now going to be in their hands. They have to go after the neutral, which they do so. They have the boom shot. Play this one out. Stop him from pushing forward. 2 seconds remaining. 1 second. And that is going to be a quick round 3 for the European team.
Fable is bringing the heat on this third map right now. They are doing everything perfect with the way Hydrone is playing. And as you can see there, with the power weapon being pushed all the way into that home hill, forcing them back. It's something they had no chance to really recuperate from. It happened so fast right here, the way that round went together.
Hydrone hasn't died since that first round, by the way. He's been at 18 seconds on time dead this whole time, and he just keeps getting more kills. You have to stop that man. You can't allow him to run roughshod all over the place, Troop. You can't do that.
That's especially pointing it out. It looked like Crazed actually only had 13 seconds dead himself, so he might have only died, I believe, once in the first round. Right now, he comes out here. It looks like everybody. Yeah, he's cleaning up with as much as he is able to get these angles. It's working perfectly once they're maintaining control of that map, getting the higher portion above B, making sure that nobody's going to be able to push from the low side or from the top side of Hospital.
Here we go, round 4. Hydrone on your screen. Guy's been a superstar on Impact. Living up to the name of the map. Definitely an impact in this game. Question is, though, can he keep this one going? as they are able to down Chaos. And here goes Hydrone on the move. He does manage to pick up the boom shot here, and he's going to find a kill there onto Adverse, but finally he's going to get down. Teammate's going to be there for the pickup, and immediately he's going to have to back away. He sees Monkeys above, but he charges right through. I don't know why he would do that there. He has the boom shot, though, in his pocket, so if he ends up dying, the boom is going to go out. So, I mean, it's an unfortunate situation. Maybe he was feeling a little like he had the support there from his teammates. That was a questionable play there, to say the least, Drew.
Yeah, especially since right before that, making such a smart decision by shooting the top wall above covered, using that splash damage, getting the angle above where he was basically hiding out, and getting that kill. Wanted to get that double kill, but I have no idea with that guy posted up there to try and push against that Lancer. But with that boom on his back, you know it's up for respawn soon. Chaos, though, stuck in a bad spot there. Already down twice, immediately getting killed there by Marsh's Lancer, putting him in a great position here because he now doesn't have to worry about pushing and getting that execution. He was able to move up right here to get this positioning, and now he's waiting for his teammates to also get a better spot to try and rotate towards B. You can see there, going up the stairs, there was one member of Fable almost making that move to just try and let him know, hey, we're here, and you better not try to make any moves while we're down here.
Things have slowed down, but Fable do have more control of the map than Ronin does presently. Marsh knows that Adverse is right there, and he's just going to keep a beat on him for the time being. He knows that he rotated out. They are surely that they're aware that there were two players that were hanging up in that chicken coop there in the high ground. That is going to be 2 players down for Ronin. 3 members down for Ronin. Now it's all going to come down to this valiant effort, this defense. Can they do it? Can Chaos get the kill? No, he cannot. Phelpsy's going to be there for the kill. That's going to take out Monkeys as well, and the domination comes through. Is this going to be the 4th point here for Fable? Yes, it is, and that is the EU team going up 4 clean. Oh boy, Impact is looking like Fable territory.
Yeah, and coming into this map, you know, as many teams that aren't used to really even playing on this map, and a lot of times that even during scrims and stuff like that, as well as competing, since it's such a rare thing to see. Coming in here and having Fable just do work the way that they're doing, it makes you wonder, like, maybe they'll take a step back after this event and say, hey, maybe we'll pick Impact from now on when we start playing. Things are working so well for us right now. You can see, though, waiting for that weapon placement. Nades now getting placed in the center of the map to open things up.
Ronin, though, ever since Forge, you had the nades, and they weren't really that impactful as they were on Reclaimed. Do you think, though, that now that we have a boom shot down in the cockpit, that the nades can play a bigger role here?
I believe they can, just because the level changes in this map. If you can get those nades and get a higher ground than your opponent, there's a lot more tighter spots in this map where you can actually bounce those grenades and get them into greater positions, drop them on your opponents unsuspectedly. When you have a map like Reclaimed, everything's so open in the center, it's easy to see where they're coming from. There you have Decinites just throwing them and then diving all the way in to try and make that push, and knowing that at least throwing one was going to have to spread them out, still having one in the pocket, helping out his teammates, and that's now 3 members of Fable down. So they're making that push. Still has a grenade, I believe,
yes, he does.
in his pocket. So he is still saving that, knowing that there's only a couple more guys they have to take out.
That was a good open for Ronin. They needed that one. After losing 4 straight like that, you have to have a strong start.
Yeah,
the question is, they need follow-up. They need follow-up, True.
He's Monkey with the boom shot. He's look out. He's actually going up the stairs. Smart smoke by his teammate. Actually, it looked like he rotated wide up the stairs. They didn't see him until the last second. He is using that perfectly, getting the spread damage. They could not do anything. Ronin putting a stamp here. They were not going to let them run away with this game.
That fight was won and lost by the initial. Period. And they were able to get the grenades, but the grenades really didn't play that much of a role in that one, Troop. It boiled down to that flank that Dezo was able to execute when he pushed forward to the boom shot. They had bodies on there. It just wasn't enough. Now Fable, they did lose their first round here on Impact, but if you're Fable, are you feeling worried? Are you feeling a little concerned?
I would feel concerned if Ronin does take this next round. Right now, though, going into this, you can easily just try and bounce back from that one, as they did get control of that middle and the boom shot. It makes it so crucial going into the rest of the game. What kind of positioning are you going to take? Because even if you try to hang back, odds are that after a few moments, that boom shot's going to try to rotate, go for that trip cap, knowing that if they're looking for you, if you're one of the last guys left after an initial fight that your team did not win, you're going to have to hold down, and basically your job at that point is to stay alive as long as possible.
Dezo's going to get the frag grenades once again. Sees all that activity, tosses one out. Does he get something for his efforts? No, he's not going to
Same
find
throw,
it. Still, they
pretty
get
much
the
from the
boom
other
again.
side as well. So looking like he knew exactly where he wanted to put them to kind of keep them separated in that fight. And look, you could see him pushing through, getting that cleanup, getting a little bit of an avenge kill there on his teammate. Chaos now able to fire a Hydron on that counter there, right over that wall in the corner even. Without, I don't even know if he knew he had the boom shot.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he had no idea. And also, shout out to Sleeper for being able to stay alive there despite being full red. He has teammates there for support. Only one player is going to be left alive, and that will be Marsh.
And that's what you need. He needs to stay alive as long as possible, but you can see he is in a terrible spot right now. And now here come the members of Fable to try and run out, dropping like flies.
2 in a row.
Bang, bang. Ronin is here, and they are not going away.
2 in a row for the Latin American team. It's come down to splitting up the Slayers for Fable. Fable, they work best when they're grouped together, when they're able to just catch you off guard. They do a lot of bait and switching from what I can tell that happens in that boom shot. But now, with those grenade pickups, I feel like they have to start prioritizing that because now they can't group up. They can't afford that.
Right, and you know, when you have your team that sticks together so close, especially when you're trying to cap these hills, you know, you're trying to gain the points as fast as possible, and in a lot of instances that's not needed. Keep your guy on the hill and make sure once you win the fight, spread out right away, and you only need one person to get that capture here. Right there, though, looks like Adverse is the one in the defensive spot here, as that was Krim now trying to dance around to get the cap, and it looks like it's going to force Adverse here. I wonder if he's got any help from the cross. It looks like he is going to be forced to push this one-on-one. This is very interesting to fight a one-on-one now over this middle hill, as all the members of each team are actually trying to fight for the very top portion where those grenades are placed.
And they're getting the kills above. Now it's going to come down to Adverse if he can make it happen, which he does manage to break and get control of E. He will be full red. He manages to get out of there, but I think he ended up getting down. No, he stayed alive with 19% of his health there. Phelpsy, though, will be down, and Ronin, you know, I was a little worried when we went into the reset here. They were not winning the initials when it was just a straight-up Nasher battle, but now that things have flipped, there's that confidence. They felt better fighting in the tail. This is looking pretty solid for the Latin American squad.
Yeah, and I think if you're a Fable and you're in this position right now where Ronin has possession of their home hill and the middle of the map, you're going to make sure that the way the positioning is on this bottom side of the map, that you can still be on an elevated position on a planter area and actually shoot down into the middle of the map where that E hill is. So a lot of players are going to want to take that fight. If they make this rotation, though, it's going to be something that they might not even have to worry about here. You're going to have multiple members of Ronin fighting back now. They're going to make that rotation all the way through the spawn. This is going to be very aggressive here. You can see Marsh getting some help there as well as he puts down the crossing fire. I think that's one member down there for Ronin, so now they have to run and help and get that revive. But there you go, backing up, making sure that they can just cap that hill and leaving Ronin now to just center themselves in the map. And they're going to try and make a actually sandwich on them right now and finish them off.
Yeah, it was just more or less about pushing him back there. I would have liked to have seen them put some bodies on the neutral to get that back, but now that Ronin have been able to get some players focused on neutral, yeah, sure, you were able to stop them from capping and getting points. It's still a very close game. I just would have liked to send maybe one person in that moment. Maybe they just couldn't afford that resource of sending one individual in that area. Fable, though, they do have a body on E. They have gained control. It's a very close game here, 10 points separating these two teams. Is finally, little by little, Fable will peel away with the lead because they have two hills.
Fable made that rotation all the way through the spawn to get this position now at E Hill, and it looked like that Ronin was able to get that position out of the spawn. There was no members of Fable actually waiting for them and keeping them backed up into their spawn. You can see Chaos somehow, just like the Matrix, avoiding the bullets, running through those crossing fires into the mid-hill to get the touch and backing up to get the revive as well. So you can see now Chaos still alive because of that, and now shooting over that cover. It looks like he's got a couple guys not even looking at him, so he can make a move right now, but he's not moving past the cover. He was taking it a little slow, but gets a shot over the cover to get the kill there and getting taken out as well. So that's leaving Phelpsy in that hill now with his teammate. Monkeys in that 2-on-1 situation was not able to get in there in time. Seconds away. Can they get the touch? They cannot. And with just one hill cap, Fable was able to hold on and win the 5th round.
A big, big round for Fable. After losing 2 straight now, they're up by 3. 2 points remaining for them to gain, and they will walk away, sending Ronin to the losers bracket, and they will soldier on in the champ bracket here. What is the choice? What are they going to go for? And it seems like it's going to be the boom shot for Ronin, and that's just going to make that fight at the tail that much more intense.
Yeah, and with a lot of those players now going to focus on that. I'm going to want to keep an eye on who's actually going to go down and try and make that push into the boom shot. You're going to see at least 1 or 2 members of each team posting up right before they go down the second set of stairs into tail and hold that upper position to make sure that they can overlook any flank that's coming through the other side of the stairs where that middle section of that plane is. So you can see now it looks like they're going through those middle doors as well. They set up, so that's 2 members down of Ronin now down waiting for that boom shot. Only 1 member of Fable in position as he has the help, but that's interesting. It looks like that was Hydra in there coming through, March coming through another direction. They come from every direction possible to secure that boom. Phelpsy getting a kill as well as he picks up the boom right away on Monkeys, backing all the way up into spawn. Look at the pistol shots here to finish off these kills, and now still with 1 boom left, forcing Ronin all the way back up top. And now it looked like he actually drops the Lancer to put the Nasher on his back and hold on to that as well as the boom shot.
What a good start for Fable. They get control of E, and they're so close from domination. So if you are Ronin, you just got to turtle up, regroup, get back into this fight here. But you know that there's at least 1 more shot in the boom. Does Phelpsy make a big play? Force their hand here. And they know exactly where that rotation's coming through. The callouts are coming, and that's going to be 3 players that are going to push over to parking and get the home of Fable. So I like this play because they have to make a choice. They decided to get aggressive on the home, stop them from earning that. Now you know that that boom shot, while it did take out Dezo, he won't have much else to use. But still, though, the kills for Fable in their favor. And Ronin will have to push back here, and they won't get the advantage that they were hoping for, but it was a valiant effort, though, despite the I guess, the outcome.
You got to hand it to Phelpsy, as long as he had that boom shot, being so patient with that and finally using that second shot perfectly to get a kill. But now they have to worry about the respawn coming up for that boom shot. It's going to be something that now Ronin is actually in position for, only a few seconds away, I believe, until it comes up. They know they were waiting for it, and Fable's trying to get in position on that upper spot. So now as we keep an eye here, they actually, looks like Fable now has to put themselves into a more aggressive position here, because if they don't make that move as that boom comes up, Ronin's going to be in a great position as they already have the lead in this game.
They're looking around, they're waiting to see once that weapon is up for grabs. Craze is going to be out. He's going to be losing a big Slayer here, but he's able to get himself back into the fight as he gets around that corner. 4 members now down low, recognizing that it's all about the boom shot. Up for grabs. You see it shining right in the middle. They have positioning. They're throwing down Lancer fire here. Craze pushes up, but the boom shot's going to be picked up by Monkeys. Does Monkeys get away with it? Yes, he's able to run away with the boom shot, and because of that, they do have control. They have E and F, and it is such a close game. They're hunting him down. They need to be so careful, though, because at any point in time, Monkeys can turn around and just get the kills.
Yeah, and you can see, though, Monkeys putting it on his back. Smart move. That's a 3-on-1. You don't want to use the boom there, and he turns to use it on the guy pushing into the hill, now putting it back on his back. But he wasn't able to finish off Marsh, who picks up the double kill, forcing through, and now 2 more members of Ronin are coming in, and they are able to take him out. That's Decenide picking up a double kill as well to try and send himself across to get the touch on D-Hill and make sure that they can hold 2 down. While we get late into this game, Fable is about to start surpassing 200. They're counting down now. So with these 2 hills in their possession, it's up to Ronin. This is going to be the last push for them. And if they can't do this, it is going to be match point in favor of Fable. We have Hydro now running down the middle of the plane here. The time is ticking away. The E-Hill is actually now up for grabs for either team, but it all comes down to the D-Hill here. You have Sleevers now not being able to win that fight. They're dropping, and that is going to be only 1 round remaining for Fable to walk away with this game.
Wow. I cannot believe that the way that played out. They had boom shot. They should, like, all the odds were in their favor. Despite, you know, that moment, they collapsed on him very well. I was worried because, you know, they had boom shot. They started to push forward, and they baited out that 1 shot. And at that point in time, he just had no idea where he wanted to go there. Lost the boom. Wow, that was just an insane moment. And, you know, bold to say perhaps, but could have just changed the pace of this game.
They put a lot of focus, and once they finally did get their hands on that boom, get it in possession, and actually backtracked with it, that left the door open for Ronan to actually get better position, get those 2 hills, and get the lead in the game to then, throw a little bit more chaos into the plans for Fable, deciding what they were going to do there. But everything ended up working back into Fable's favor. And now, as we go into this potential last round, if they can pull off one more victory, we can see now this fight is going to be super aggressive on the side of Ronan. I would expect a lot of kills coming from them off the bat. You can see, though, the incendiaries are now picked up, so those will most likely be taken to this fight.
Oh, he died.
Oh, he gets taken out by Krim right afterwards. So it looks like that he was trying to make a move onto that side of the map, but was not able to get past that 1v1. So here you go. Wondering even if he might have dropped him as well, but I doubt it in that situation as he's getting pushed. And now Monkeys as well going down. You have 4 members of Ronan down, and Fable looks like they are in position to wrap this up.
Dezo's going to be the last man standing here on D. It's going to be match point for Fable. Can they close it out right here, right now? Dezo has to make a big play. Nasher in his hand. Sees those shots come through. The boom shot doesn't get the kill. Doesn't even do any damage to him.
Must have clipped the corner and not went past it, so he was able to get out of harm's way just in time. More of a miss shot actually than anything, but you could see now holding on to that second one, knowing that he just missed that kill that might have even wrapped up the round already. You can see now Phelpsy rotating even farther back, trying to stay behind all of his teammates here, knowing when that door is going to open, but also looking for the flank and taking out Adders as he tries to sneak to the center of the plane. This is going to open the door for them now to try and regroup and run up through the D. If they're going to make the move, it's now or never.
This is it. Big plays are going to be needed now. Can Fable do it? Can they close it out, or will Ronan be able to bounce back? But it seems like Krim and Craze able to get those kills. Chaos, though, answers back on High Drone, and Krim cleans it out once again. Craze jumping onto the D hill here. You're going to have Adverse trying to stand tall, trying to fight, but he's down, and now he's going to be out. Chaos, make it happen. Can he do it? Can he stay alive to get the kill? Bounces around, able to take out Marsh there, and that is going to flip things, so they will not get dominated, and still a lot more time left to play, but oh my goodness gracious, High Drone turns around, tells him to see these hands, and that is going to be the kill for him there.
That was actually interesting that the round was going to go right into Fable's favor, but it looked like a member of Ronan was actually able to get to the middle hill to distract one of the members of Fable, send them back to try and regain control of that hill, and it gave them one more of a member's advantage there in that fight to try and keep things back into this game. So definitely extending things as much as they can here, and you can see now they fell apart there and right off the bat, but were able to recoup, and right now their numbers are strong here, and they are actually shooting for each other at this moment. Here you can see one member down of Crazed. Phelpsy's going to be the one to make the push all the way to the other side to try and switch things up here, and he has one more member behind him that's going to be able to try and help him with those kills, but it looks like Chaos getting the nice angle over that wall. You can see, though, getting taken out there. Marsh coming in hot. You can see, though, with these the timer going up, Fable is just increasing the score right now, and they are about to win this game if Ronan does not come out of the spawn right now and immediately split up and make a push here for that mid and that home hill.
They need to answer back. We're getting dangerously close here, folks. Fable can end it and move on in the bracket, or will Ronan get that last gasp, that last ditch effort? But I don't think it's going to happen. They cross the 200-point threshold. Mere points remain. No one is in a position to stop at 207 and the point of no return. And Fable will move on in the bracket. The EU team #1 in their region stand tall in this international showdown.
Everybody in the EU community for Gears is on their feet right now, watching this game, seeing the momentum that Fable can come in here, not just in this game, throughout the entirety of this tournament so far. The way that they're showing up, this is extremely impressive.
The story of the game was adjustments between Fable and Ronan. I mean, by round 5, what if I told you High Drone and Marsh had a combined 26 kills and the whole Ronan roster only had 22? That's insane. Wow. So what was happening was with adjustments, Ronan kept going for the boom shot, and by half, if you remember, they put the boom shot down in the same exact spot by the mid hill, but they were unable to get it. So it had to do with adjusting. Shout out to Fable with their slaying skills.
You know what? I want to touch base on that boom shot. In that last fight, Phelpsy actually picked up the boom shot right before he died. He had boom shot on his back, so right before he went down, he picks up the boom shot and he takes it out of play. Yeah. So Ronan won that fight. They would have picked up the boom shot, and you know what? That might have actually pulled out the round, that last win. But Phelpsy having that situational awareness, seeing the boom shot, he knows he's going to lose that fight. He's outnumbered. He runs over. He's got boom shot on his back. Boom, picks up the ammo. Instantly he goes down, and he just negates it for Ronan.
In order to take it to the next level, Fable, they pretty much, they know the recipe to success. You're going to have to actually witness what the other team is good at and take it away from them. They knew they were going for the boom shot every time. So they actually used their advantage of being slaying, just dominant when it came to slaying, to actually make sure that Ronan never touched the boom shot. And just because of that, they pretty much ran through him.
And you know what, Trooper, you pointed this out as well. At one point you called that you're going to see someone kind of lancering over the balcony, and every single time of that boom shot, that's something that Ronan didn't have. They sent 2 people, but they didn't have anyone actually just laying down that Lancer cross and just focusing fire and doing that extra damage. And that's what Fable did. And I think that's, well, that is the reason why they were winning those initials at Moon.
Yeah, so congratulations to Fable with that win. They're top 3 here at the Las Vegas Gears Pro Circuit Open. We're going to send this over to the main stage with the interview with Fable.
So, as the voice of Dominic Santiago, I got to say it's hard for me not to root for the Cogs. But, I mean, this was such an even match. It was so competitive and, such a good match. How does it feel to be where you are right this second?
I mean, we beat Optic earlier, and we was satisfied with that, but it wasn't for the placement we wanted. We're now top 4, and we've beat Ronan, who we didn't really expect to be here. But I guess we just got to win the next game and just win the event.
#1 team in Europe, and you're killing it. So, as Dom would say, shit yeah! And let's go back to the desk.
Fable will go ahead and advance and play the winner of the Ghost and Echo Fox game. Are any of you guys going to cast that next game at all?
I'm not. I'm going to take a break. I'm going to go to my hotel and I'm going to sleep. That is what I'm going to do. I'm very excited for that. In fact, I was looking forward to sleeping the moment I woke up today.
I don't know. After that matchup, I am wide awake. My blood is pumping. That was amazing. It went the distance, round to round to round to round. EU, Latin America. I couldn't have hoped for a better
Without a
matchup
question at all, this event, you cannot predict how things are going to turn out with Optic Gaming in the losers bracket.
No.
I mean, the way Fable's been showing out, they showed that, they have the heaviest guns in the game, and to see them go against the winner of either Echo Fox or Ghost Gaming is going to be phenomenal. But the question is, who's going to win between those 2 juggernauts?
Ooh, it's a big one.
You know what we're seeing from Fable that I will say that we didn't necessarily see as much in Mexico City? The team fire. They are team fire. They are shooting for each other on a next level. I have never seen this from Fable. They are communicating, and it's almost second nature. The chemistry that they have going on right now with this roster is phenomenal. And if they keep playing the way that they are playing right now, they've got potential. Top 4.
Well, you also asked about Ghost and Echo Fox, and I mean, we saw Fable go up against Ghost earlier in the tournament, nearly won. That was a game that a lot of people were looking at, and it was like, so close from taking the W there. Honestly, if you're Fable, you're like, I want to play Ghost again, because they know that they have the capability to take on Ghost. They know that they can win those games. But Echo Fox, I don't really feel like we've seen
Fable beat Echo Fox in Mexico.
Oh, okay. So
there
either
we
way,
go.
they're fine. I honestly, Fable is just they're on another level this tournament.
I'm not going to say that I made that prediction on the desk.
Okay,
but you're going to say
Echo
it.
Fox and Fable, but if I think I might have made that prediction on the desk.
Interesting. I'm glad that you said that you're not going to say it.
Did I
but
say
then
that?
you went and then said it anyway.
I don't remember that. You have to.
Listen, I have a
refer to the VOD.
Pretty much Cleaner thinks he's cool because of his predictions. But coming up next, we're sending this to a feature station where you have Supremacy going against Task Force, which is pretty exciting. And then after that on main stage, we'll see Ghost Gaming go against Echo Fox. And we'll see you guys soon after this short break.
Unit down. Requesting assistance. Targets acquired.
Last match of the day. Let's do this thing. Ghost coming out on the left side of the stage. And of course, Echo Fox. So this is a bit of a grudge match, it seems. How do you prepare going into something like this?
I mean, we're just not like prepared. We're just playing our game and throw them like in Mexico.
Cool. Last time they sent you losers bracket, man. How you feeling going into this match?
We were a different team then. We played a bit passive, but now we play aggressive, and I'm feeling good now.
Well, that's what I want to see. So shake hands, guys. And let's do this.
For Ghost Gaming going against Echo Fox. Listen, this game is not a grudge match. I actually spoke to Fatal not too long ago, and I was saying, Fatal, like, how do you feel about this big matchup? Everybody's waiting for it to see who's really, the second best team in the game. Fatal said, I don't care. It's not personal. And Dylan just said it's not, it's not a grudge match at all. The thing with Fatal is he said that they're just going to try to be the best team in the game, and the preparation that they went through for this event alone is insane. Fable basically put out a Bible and showed me stats and everything that they go through during scrims and tournaments to actually get ready for this. And it was so detailed, Blaze. It went down to even the first blood of every single round because they want to correct their mistakes. Ghost Gaming, they're trying really hard to be the #1 team in the game, and I think they just might be it.
Ghost is super good in this situation, and I saw the the little stat Bible that
you saw it too.
Yeah, and it's very impressive. What Fatal's doing for this team, especially with his coaching ability, has really kind of taken him to the next level. And you got to give him a lot of credit on top of all the moving pieces in which is on that team. But Vale, man, this match is gonna be a crazy one.
Oh, it's crazy, especially on the end of Echo Fox. So Ghost Gaming, they're shooting for the #1 spot. Echo Fox, they want to prove to people that Mexico was just a fluke. They got their worst placing ever. The team, they weren't happy. Franchise, Ryan, they went through things as a team to prepare for this event. And I think that players like Praise and Solars really might go off. How do you think this is going to go down?
It's really a tale of the tape here. We're seeing the rematch of Mexico City.
Basically.
Ghost Gaming probably shouldn't have beat them. They caught them in a couple of mistakes that Echo Fox did. They caught Toy out in around 13, ended up taking a boom shot, split the team, and ended up getting the kills. Echo Fox was playing a little bit more passive. On the line, we've seen them. They're actually playing more aggressive. They're taking fights that they should be and trying to control the map. Really, though, you have to give it to Ghost right now. I was critical earlier, but they're doing a really good job. They're having a much better performance now that they're in champ bracket versus how they were in pools. In pools, I was a little worried to see how they were going to come out.
So the question was, we were all worried, especially in their matchup against Fable. They really weren't playing as a team. They went back to season 1, how they were playing individually. They were depending on rushies and speedies to go out and get these kills. But later on in this tournament, you know, they started trusting each other and their team fire a lot more. Do you think that that's going to play a huge role against a team like Echo Fox, a textbook style team?
I mean, 100% here. And again, talking to Fatal too about his team, the way they've been composed throughout the event, it's been a little more of a better Ghost team we're seeing here, a better iteration of this team. And you know, they've been tested. Fable's already waiting in that winners bracket finals.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing as that is. And you know, Ghost has already beat them. So they have definitely momentum going forward here against Echo Fox, and they already beat them in Mexico. And be a good game.
Yeah, they're definitely going to make a statement. I really want to see more of Solars. In Mexico City, I was made a believer. We saw Solars with the M-bar and Solar Sling, where he pretty much proved to the whole league that he's pretty much one of the best players in the game.
Yeah.
So heading into this, I mean, what are your predictions? What do you expect to see in this matchup?
Well, for me, this is a tough one, and actually, I think I was leaning a little bit more towards Echo Fox on it. But I know Ghost preparation has been insane for this event so far, and but what I do know is that either one of these teams is going to have such a tough time against Fable. And what I will say about our winner bracket finals tomorrow, whoever wins that has the best chance at winning this event, because we know how difficult it is to win 2 series in Gears of War.
Yeah, and I mean, Echo Fox really come into their own the past few weeks, getting back to the old Echo Fox we've seen. But in this event, I think Ghost Gaming has the advantage here. They played, again, Fable, I'd say some more top caliber teams coming in this matchup. So they've been battle tested here, and I think they're going to give them a run for their money, baby.
They've gotten a good grade for me, I'll tell you that.
Waldo, do you have any more great predictions today against
God,
Ghost
I
Gaming?
already made one bad one, so I'm going to go
What
with
was your bad one? What was your bad one?
I picked Motivate over Ghost.
I thought about doing that, too. I ain't going to hold you up.
No, I thought it would be a better match, and it ended
Yeah.
up not being. But for me, I think I want to see if Echo Fox can continue the dominance that they had online. I would going 2-1 here. Going with the favorites, going to see if they can reclaim that spot and get into the grand finals.
Yes, the game we have all been waiting for. Ghost Gaming going against Echo Fox on main stage.
The recipe for success for this event for Echo Fox is to stay consistent and stay on our toes and stop with the hesitation. We've been putting in work, and if we play how we do in practice, we're going to win the event. This is 100% the best Echo Fox you're going to see this event. We're firing all cylinders. We're going to play with pure energy, and we're going to be a lot more exciting this event. You're going to see a lot of us stand up more, talk trash, and just have fun with it. No team stands a chance against Echo Fox, so the only time we lose is because of us. Now we're full throttle, just going at people's necks, so we're definitely winning this event.
Very important keys to the game. Kyle said they need to stay consistent and stop their hesitation, and that's been Echo Fox's biggest problem. They've been on tiebreaker maps plenty of times against Optic Gaming and especially Ghost, but their problem is finishing out. Waldo, what do they have to do to stay consistent and come out on top?
They've got to start taking the advantage early, and then if it starts getting late and starts slipping away from them, they've got to start slowing it down and controlling the game a little bit more. They haven't been the best on round 13s this season. Hopefully that it doesn't come down to the line.
Yeah, and again, like, to reiterate what Waldo's saying, play for each other, play together, play composed. We saw Rushies earlier getting into fights, normally where he would take them till his death, but able to back out certain moments there. So an improvement for him, an improvement for this Ghost team for sure.
We're about to kick this off on the final game of the day, Echo Fox against Ghost Gaming.
And it's your boy God Blazing Deluxe coming at you guys live here. We got a great one. Our semifinals, Ghost Gaming versus Echo Fox. Who's going to meet Fable in the winners bracket finals? This is going to be a good one. We're kicking this off on Harbor.
Yeah, Harbor looking good here. We're going to see Fran get the kill on Rushy, Speedy with her turn on Toy. So a 1-for-1 fight still going down on top of Windshow as Fran going to try to push up here, get through those smokes. Players are rotating around 2v1. Some support fire coming for Echo Fox, but not going to be enough there as Sleepy Time does take him down. Advantage going to Ghost currently.
Yes, it is. Praise trying to win this matchup so far. Right now, you got both hills being controlled, both home hills being controlled by each team. Now, folks on Harbor, we know when you're controlling this height advantage up top on Stern, you can easily get that neutral hill at B. And Echo Fox looking to win this one. Praise got a big 1v1 versus Sleepy. He's going to get that melee off. He needs to reload his gun. He's going to get that reload in. Now, being patient, we know how Praise likes to hold those shots and connect with him. Very, very patient and deadly player he is. Now, he's pushing across, and he's looking for static.
Yeah, great job by him. Actually waiting for his teammate to come over and support him. Now he wants to push the pressure here onto Ribs. Going to get the pressure and going to get the chunk there. Great job by him. Again, head down now. No regard for his own life, it appears, as Praise will be putting the pressure on Ghost Gaming here on their home hill.
And you know just how aggressive Praise is, but he's a methodical aggressive. Like, just the fact is that, you know, the way he takes fights is just so crazy. His movement is insane as well, and Echo Fox is going to take round number 1. Now, Lux, when it comes down to this weapon placement, I'm curious to see what happens. Now, with both these teams, we're going to see some type of long-range weapon up top.
Torque bow, that's it.
It's gonna be Torque Bow, M-Bar, maybe Snipe, but I think Torque Bow, M-Bar. It depends. If it's Echo Fox who's gonna place it on Stern first, maybe Torque Bow. If it's Ghost, it's gonna be M-Bar. And so let's see. And actually, I think you might have hit it on the head. You called it, actually. You called it with the Torque Bow.
Okay, there we go.
There we go. Now it's gonna be locked in, but we know that when it comes down to Ghost Gaming, Speedy is one of the best Torque Bow players in the league. I like to call him Red Arrow at times.
I mean, not one of the best. I think he is the best, honestly.
I agree with you, especially in the league now. And it's funny, you know, I wonder if this coach has ever given him any tips with that Torque Bow. We know how good Fatal used to be with that back in the day as well. But all right, Torque Bow's up top now. I do know Echo Fox and Ghost loves this placement, so both teams can excel at it. But you want a long-range weapon like that, but the Torque Bow, if you hit like a wall or put it on the ground, that splash damage is going to pick up kills as well.
Yeah, Fran pushing through. They're getting the first kill, but Sleepy going to shut him down right away. Echo Fox still fighting up top. Ghost Gaming, Sleepy in a nice little corner, turns a corner, gets the chunk on Toy. So we're going to see here if Speedy can pick up that Torque Bow and get himself in position here to make some plays for Ghost.
Yes, he is. And so Speedy's coming off a respawn. You're going to see, I don't think anybody picked up that Torque Bow just yet. It's still sitting up top, so not in possession of anybody. And now Solar's trying to push through his spine. He's going to be able to take down Speedy as well. You got a 2-hill advantage going in favor of Echo Fox. They're decapping A, and Rushies is able to catch Solar, so that hill will not be capped. Sleepy Time is going to be on that hill, so they will be able to get control of their home hill once again. And now Echo Fox has the advantage, but Ghost, they got up top, which is that height advantage. But Rushies, we're going to see if he can pick up any turbo kills to kind of push these guys back.
Yeah, you got to get him off Windshield. Can't let him sit there just lining up a shotgun and then go for it, but not connect there from Rushies. Now pushing up even closer. Now Turbo in his hands. Might want to put it away as the pressure being put on him by Echo Fox. Staying alive, though. 2 kills for Ribs off screen. Great job by him, killing Fran and Toy Soldier.
And they were both trying to overextend and get to the home hill of Ghost Gaming, so good defensive move by him. They're going to get that 3rd kill, so the last 2 members of Echo Fox are going to be on top of their home hill, and Ghost does have the neutral. At this point, Echo Fox is going to say, hey, you know what? Let's chill out, wait for everybody to respawn, let's spread out. But Rushies has the Torque Bow, and new bows are going to be up soon. I think Ghost Gaming just holds this 2-hill setup for a little bit. Rushies going to need some help up top.
Yeah, they got the height advantage, but Echo Fox pushing in. They're going to trade kills there. Rushies trying to back out, but now wants to up and take the fight, and for good reason, takes him down. A little bit of a hump there coming out for Ghost Gaming here on round number 2. Great job by him.
The disrespect.
But again, maybe a little too early here, Blaze, and they're down 1-0.
But you know what? You know, if you're going to play like that, my thing is, if you're going to have some BM, right, be consistent with it. Don't do it when you're winning or you're losing. And Ghost, they're down 1 round. But if you're going to play like that all game. Because if not, it's going to affect what your team's been on. They're like, oh, you was talking all that trash beforehand. Where is it at now? But we know Rushie's going to be consistent with it. Now Echo Fox pushing up top. Toy will strike first. Sleepy trying to even the odds, and once again, Sleepy gets a big double kill.
Yeah, I mean, look at the scoreboard, though. 158 to 156. Big double kill coming out there. Now we're on board with Solars here. 2 players in this site's bearing down upon them. One's going to head to Winch. Rib's going to rotate around here. Fight going down at B.
That's a key fight, too, at B as well.
It's a fight for the round, potentially, Blaze, as we're going to see 1 hill each, and now B going the way of Ghost Gaming. Solars trying to contest, but gets pushed up on by Speedy, looking for the double, now bouncing around Ribs. Speedy shutting him down. Ghost Gaming coming back with the answer here in round number 2.
All right, let's see. You're going to see it's ticking up. Ghost Gaming has 2 hills. Now they just have 1. Echo Fox is going to have to get that B hill decapped. They're going to have to get that A hill capped as well. But Ghost is going to have their home hill. This should be a Ghost Gaming round. I don't see Echo Fox doing anything to stop that. And yes, it will. They will even the odds up 1-1.
Yeah, great job there. 1-1 apiece here. Getting up, getting hype. And for those of you watching here, wondering what's going on with Optic Gaming, they're currently in loser bracket, Blaze. They're playing Mind Freak 5-5 on Foundation first map.
And they were down 5-3 as well, so they've started to come back. But Optic, whatever's going on with them, they're going to have to, you know, get back to their top-tier form. We haven't seen them lose as much, but when you start winning as consistently as they are, then sometimes you're going to start to fall by the wayside. It's hard to be that consistent and be that dominant in any game, and this is going to be an event that really tests them.
And we've never seen them in losers this early. They're playing for top 8 right now versus Mind Freak. Just going to go ahead. Optic even took a 6-5 advantage over them in map number 1.
And so even speaking of that, and so we're going to have the Martians go down. That's going to be a good placement for Echo Fox. But so the loser of this match goes into the losers bracket side of Optic Gaming and United. So three of our top four teams will be in losers bracket, but 2 of those teams will not make top 4. One of the teams will get top.
Wait, what? Say it again?
So 2 of our top 4 teams will not make top 4.
Say it again?
2 of our top 4 teams won't make top 4.
Vegas, man, everything's bigger here.
And so one team will get top 8, one team will get top 6, and the other team will progress through. And of course, one of these guys will make it towards our winners finals, and we'll see what happens. But this event has been shaken up so far, and it's been a crazy one. But I'm happy.
Yeah, and for Ghost Gaming, I mean, this is their best opportunity. They got 3rd, they got 2nd. Now they have a chance to go into the winners finals, put himself in a great spot to take this event home with a win over Fable. They already beat them in pool play. They want to continue going forward. Speedy looking to line up some shots from a distance here. Trying to get those picks, trying to get those marks, shoots another shot, misses 2 in a row. Not very common from him, but he will have some more opportunities here as he rotates around to his teammates on the bottom of that ramp.
Yeah, you're looking for a better angle. He was getting pushed out by Fran and them. Rushies picks up a kill. Man advantage in favor of Ghost Gaming. Speedy going to try to see if he can connect with one of these, but Rushies takes out Ribs. 2 more goes down, 3 goes down. Echo Fox gets control over top Stern. Sleepy Time is in a position. He's trying to get some shots on him, but Sleepy should probably overstay the Echo Fox's home hill. Maybe, but their team do have control over B, so he doesn't have to be too hectic with it. He just needs to try to see if he can pick up some kills, control top. He's waiting for some teammates to get there, but now he's going to have to fight a big 1v1 with Praise. And that was the thing. I almost thought he should have rotated a lot sooner, but he thought the team was very secure on top of that B hill. Now they got a big fight on top of their home hill.
Yeah, I agree. I almost said the same exact thing, Blaze. But right here, Ribs, Rushies, come up with a couple kills. Echo Fox pushing the pressure yet again, looking for that domination. Already have one-to-one score count here. Rushy trying to get the shots off, not going to get it. Echo Fox, a team kill from Praise, but a double kill if you want to include that kill on Rushies. Now it's 3 for Praise. Don't give him 4. Don't give him that disrespect.
He's going to get his health back, and he's going to get another kill as well. He's going to have to deal with his old teammate Ribs. Ribs, can he win this engagement? Praise is on fire, and he will get him.
Lord.
A little cross from the other side of the map. Domination coming through. Praise is going to get some help from Toy as well. Rushy's trying to roll to the hill, but he can't get there.
Now, you might have went colorblind that round. Put the blinders on. My team, your team, anybody in my way, I'm going to destroy them.
And so if you know Praise, you know how hype he is. You know how passionate he is about this game, and he loves good matchups. Also, Echo Fox, they want their rematch against Fable.
Oh, you better believe
Fable
they
is
want.
the team that eliminated them last event. And Praise, he wants blood. He wants revenge. They're waiting for him. And I kind of asked him, I said, hey, do you consider Fable like, one of the top teams? Because Marsh and Krim is crazy. And he said, those names don't sound scary to me just yet. They're still just Marsh and Krim. But he says if they beat us this event, then he says, yeah, they're definitely going to be the real deal. And but that's kind of the mentality that you gotta have. You gotta have some respect for your opponent, but also at the same time, you gotta believe that you're still the best. And Praise definitely does, and he is the X factor for Echo Fox.
Yeah, any moment can go off like a monster. Again, though, Torpo up top, so we didn't see Speedy do too much with the last round, Blaze, and that's going to be a big focal point here when you put that weapon down for him and know what he can do with it. You don't want to see him shooting those shots and missing and not getting those crucial kills. But here we are at the beginning of round number 3. Players up top on Winch and on Stern, so who will make the first move? It's going to be Rushies pushing in. 1v1 on Winch. Speedy and Sleepy get their kills. Rushies gets his. Ghost Gaming really quickly with 4 dead now for Echo Fox. We're going to try to apply that pressure, I believe, and force his cap.
This is a 1v1 Solars versus Identis, and Identis with the Botox. We know how deadly he is with that weapon. He loves it so much. And now the domination comes through, and Ghost Gaming ties it up 2-2. Oh, man. This is going to be a back-and-forth matchup because both these teams are very, very talented. And either one of these guys can win an event. You know what? I don't know if Optic Gaming is going to win this one, folks. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to keep it real with y'all. We may have a new champion for this season. Optic Gaming is going to have to go on an incredible run, and they just had a 7-5 map against Mind Freak. Now, not to take anything against Mind Freak, they're the best team in Australia, but still, this is Optic Gaming we're talking about.
The champs, yeah, and hope your seat is comfy because I'm pretty sure we're going to be in for a long one here with Ghost and Echo Fox going back and forth, 2-2, potentially a 3-map series. I want to predict if I'm going to go ahead and say it. I don't think anybody's winning 2-0 here.
That's going to be very, very difficult, and I agree. And if they do win 2-0, it's going to be like that 7-5, 7-6. We'll see what happens, though. But now, off the opening break, we're going to have 3 members pushing up. A 4v4 team fight between Winch and Stern. Fran was first to the fight. He got the quick pick, but he got up there so quick, and he's going to end up getting down. And you know what? He got down because of that marks that you have to be careful. He thought he had a nice little smoke screen to get it, but wasn't able to.
Yeah, you got to be careful. Like you said, another kill from Sleepy there. We got Marxes on the map, Voltox on the map, so definitely weapons to contest here with those angles and that long distance. And just like that, it's going to be 5 dead for Echo Fox. Ghost Gaming going to take their lead here, 3-2 over Echo Fox, map number 1.
All right, Ghost Gaming is coming out strong, keeping that energy up. Both teams know that this is going to be a dogfight. It's going to be a bloodbath. But what what Ghost has been doing so well, they've just been rebounding. They've been slaying up and getting the kills in which need to be gotten. The good marks to play as well, able to get Fran down. He was able to capitalize with that and chain that, get them to a few kills. And especially with our top teams, when you get that opening down and when you have that man advantage, they usually translate those into dominations, especially with the higher respawns.
Sleepy time, 10 kills also for Rushies. Usually it's that Speedy Rushies duo there, but
Sleepy's event. And anybody goes back and watches the footage, you'll see that Sleepy has been playing out of his mind, and this is probably the best event I've ever seen him have. We'll see what they can do, though. Sleepy on board with him. Going to be up in there with the fight with Rushy. Torquil is still down, not picked up with the Botok, the marks. So they're going to be picked up for both teams. Sleepy just pushing through the smoke, looking for the first kill. Takes out Toy. Echo Fox on their back heels, but Praise responds, picking out Ribs. Fred comes in. He takes out Speedy. Now they're looking to push in, trying to get Sleepy time as well. So Echo Fox in a prime position. Going to get that revive. And he said, where you going, Rushies? Read him like a buck. Torquil picked up as well.
Yeah, set the trap for him and fell right into it. So Echo Fox looking now to make it a 3-3 score. Going into halftime, back and forth we go. They're already on the home hill. Speedy and Ribs off respawn, but do they have enough time to touch here? One last chance. Ribs gets the roll in, but he will get chunked immediately. Echo Fox, 1 hill, 2 hill, 3 hills, 3-3, map number 1.
Whew. Expected, though. We expected these guys to kind of split it early on and go toe-to-toe with each other. But it comes down to who's taking those advantages, who's making the kills. And Sleepy broke ice first early on, but the rest of the team was just able to respond, with that defensive shotgun style. They're going to make sure they hit you with all those shots. If you're going to be rushing these guys, you got to think about what Echo Fox prepares for, right? They prepare for Optic Gaming 9 out of 10 times. Both these teams kind of do. Optic Gaming is very, very aggressive, and both these teams usually match up differently with them. So Ghost kind of resembles Optic Gaming more. So with Echo Fox's preparation, it's going to work out for this Ghost Gaming squad too, because Speedies, Rushies, those guys like to fly at you, get in your face, and we know how methodical Echo Fox love to play. We know how they love to get those crosses in as well. So they're playing to their strengths, being aggressive, but also slightly defensive as well. But we kind of heard Kyle in that interview saying that, hey, they're just trying to push, win their fights, and take their advantages as well.
Yeah, I mean, back in Mexico City, Echo Fox, they did have that more of a passive style, we'll say, but they've been banging the best of them past couple of weeks. Went back to the old Echo Fox. They've been paying dividends for them. We've seen it online. Now we're seeing it here on land. 3-2 winners semifinals. Fable waiting in the wings, which I still cannot get over, Blaze. I'm sorry to harp on it over and over again, but we're never in this position here of a European team waiting in the wings here.
Placement, they tied the highest placement of a European team last event before, and now they broke that with top 3 as well, also being the first team to make it to a winners finals. Fable definitely making history, but they're only 2 games away from winning the Vegas Open.
Yep, on board with Fran here. Fran doesn't see him spotted out there in the smoke, bouncing around, trying to get the shot up, but Rushies took 3 to kill him. Still get the job done, though. Toy Soldier going to return the kill on Speedy, so trading out some kills here on top now with Toy Soldier back on board with him. Cross coming out, 2v1 potentially coming in as they're pushing around the E-Hill. Not capped that just yet, Blaze, but and believe me, they're not leaving this fight just yet.
Just look at his movement. It's so hard to do what Toy is doing, but he's getting close, taking shots, but he's also bouncing back into a defensive position, especially while he was in that 1v2, waiting for his teammates to kind of regroup with him. And now domination is coming through. Can Dennis make it to the neutral hill in time? He's going to fall. I don't think anybody's going to be close enough to the home hills. Not from what I'm seeing. Maybe not able to.
Got in there, man. He got in last second, got in there. But here comes Praise around the corner. Up ace gets the kill, looking again for another multi-kill, but shut down beautifully there by Ghost Gaming, recognizing their distance, not wanting to get in his face, realizing Praise is the threat on the map right now.
Now, so these are going to be 10-second respawns, so we're going to have a lot more action in this round compared to the previous round where it was 20-second respawns. So your life, you can kind of be a little bit more riskier, but you have to still be smart with his Lux. But Fran, he's going to be the first on the defense, trying to get some good shots in on Ribs, and Dennis as well. He has his teammates behind him, looking for a little bit more help. He's full red. He's going to rotate out of there and try to play his life, but they're trying to hunt him down, and he's going to regroup with the squad. Echo Fox, might get up.
I thought he was going to rope it open just now. I thought he was going to rope him in there to winch, but not to be. Solars up top gets the kill. 2 hills to 1 for Ghost Gaming. Now they're down a little bit in points, but they will come back off a 2 hill cap here. Maybe a little too early, I think, with that, though.
It's very close. They're only down by 10 points, and also right now, Echo Fox doesn't get any points. They decapped that E-Hill, so folks, it is first to 210. So now, as they're racking up the score, you're going to have Praise get in here and at least try to regain control over his home hill. He knew he had a little bit more time because they had like a slight 4-point lead, but just trying to back out, he had no help, and he was in a 1v2 situation. Ghost played it smart. Still, one more guy trying to get in the contest, but at this point, Echo needs a domination. They need to decap both home hills. Ghost Gaming is locking it down, and Ghost Gaming should go up 4-3 in this one.
Yep, 4-3. Ghost Gaming will go up. They're getting excited again. Blaze, the rematch, the grudge match. People say, you know, Echo Fox, they had a bad event in Mexico. Ghost thinks they're the real deal. This is the test here. Who will be our team to advance?
It really is going to be the test, Deluxe. And Ghost Gaming had such a phenomenal showing the last event, and I want to say, I think that was that Fatal's first event as his coach, or was he their coach in Dallas as well?
I think he was in Dallas. I don't want to disrespect Fatal right now, but
yeah,
he was there probably.
Yeah, he probably was there. I think he was there as well.
We'll say he's there.
But we've seen Ghost Gaming, and we've seen their performance just keep increasing and increasing, going from third, going from second, and now we'll see if they can win this event, getting better every single time. All right.
Yeah, he was in Dallas, by the way. He was.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Confirmed. With myself.
So Echo, so this time they lost the first round and a half, and they got the first weapon placement. So instead of torque bow, they choose to put a drop shot down. Now that drop shot is going to be able to break a lot of setups, but most importantly, since you pick up the drop shot at the highest point of the map, you can really, you know, get a lot of these guys who are going to be hiding behind cover and take them out of a few angles. So I like the weapon placement. We'll see what Echo Fox can do with it. But this opening fight kind of being won by Echo, and that kill by Toy is going to solidify it. They should be able to pick up this drop shot without any problem. Now let's see what they can do with it.
Yeah, bringing it back there. I like the placement too, Blaze. I got to agree with that. Echo Fox getting the kills as well, so weapon control in their favor. They're down one round. Toy Soldier making the proper rotations here to get in position to get those kills. He'll use his height advantage, use the angles. No, nothing just yet.
So they got the intel that Ghost was grouping up and they were trying to retake him top. So Toy, he brought the drop shot back on over.
Oh!
Got his third eye open. Able to see through that smoke and pick up that double. Nice plays by Toy. Perfect map awareness. Looking for the next one. He's going to catch Speedy as well. Now Echo Fox looking to turn this into a domination. Dennis is the last man up, but now you see Sleepies and Rushies. They're coming. Toy saw him coming from the wayside, looking for one. He gets two as well, looking for the third. Can Rib stop anything? I don't think so. Echo Fox ties it up 4-4.
Yep, but not just yet. Hold the phone, ladies and gentlemen. We have an incoming alert here.
Rushies, he got something to say about that one. Decapping
rotation.
that E-Hill in proper time. We'll see if Ghost Gaming can turn this round back in their favor. But they need to get their home hill, and Sleep is going to be on top of it. Regroup with Identities. They should be able to get in there without any problem. Kyle and Solars is waiting for them down the stairs. They're at a bad angle, and Sleepy's getting aggressive, trying to catch one of these guys while they got their Lancer out.
And, you know, they can cross them out here too as well, Blaze. I mean, they're kind of waiting for their shotguns out, trying to push down, catch them off guard, but it's Echo Fox keeping them at bay here, and they're still pushing up. Solars, Toy Soldier, and now rotation from a third member, Echo Fox. They got him pinned in their home hill. Let's see if Ghost can get some kills. The first kill does come from Identives, one from Solars, one from Fran as well. So 2 for 1, 2 players dead from Ghost Gaming, only one for Echo Fox. And look at the lead, Blaze. Echo Fox 175 to 93. They don't got to do anything crazy. The only thing you got to do here is stay alive pretty much and be good to go.
Rush is going to drop the smoke, try to stun some of these guys as he pushes through, but he's going to go down. 2 hill advantage in favor of Echo Fox. They're only 17 points away from taking this round and finally solidifying this one. We thought they had it earlier, but this hill will be decapped, and nobody else is going to be in position to decap the rest of them. So Echo Fox does finally lock this round in on the board and tie it up 4-4.
Now, what are they going to put down to maybe on the other side of the map? You know, we've drop shot at the top. I think they're trying to maybe counter with something, or maybe put doubles down and double marks again for Kyle, possibly.
Well, I think maybe they're going to get the Botox down, fight Dennis. Maybe they do put the marks down again. But let's see. It's either be Botox down low or a long-range weapon up here. Maybe Hammer Burst. Okay, yeah.
You got one too.
Exactly. Giving the Identities back the Botox on this one. I'm not curious about what. I'm not sure about. Well, Echo Fox will definitely put the marks back down on those dual spots if they that's closer towards the drop shot if they do lose another round. But I'm not sure what Ghost Gaming will put in that spot. Maybe it might be a hammer burst.
Potentially, yeah. We saw Solars pick up the bolts like last time for his team. You know, no offense to him, of course, he's a great player, but I think was
he
the best in the
him.
game.
Yeah, he really did outshot him in that one.
For sure. Again, Solars versus Dennis.
Get 2 shots in and just push him. But Fran will walk away with his drop shot in this engagement.
Yep, numbers up top. Ghost Gaming trying to push down to get the kills here, but again, Fran with that drop shot coming in, not going to connect though. Speedy's still alive, doesn't need it, however, as Kyle gets 2 kills, and now Fran just uses him as bait to pick up that third. Ghost Gaming going to fall in numbers here. Echo Fox looking for yet another kill from Franchise, moving around, giving the Gears 1 strafe.
The 2 oldest players on both these teams fighting each other out. Been in the scene for a while, and Fran's going to outclass Sleepy in that engagement. So the neutral hill being capped up for Echo Fox. Fran has 1 drop shot in the chamber. The question is, when does he use it? And he's going to use it on those guys that may have flanked him, and he's going to take his right-hand advantage to fight Rushies, and he's going to take him out in that engagement. I like the play. He's going to stay aggressive and take out Speedy as well. The old man pushing through. He's still young, but he's old in my eyes. He's been playing since I started playing.
And now looking for another. He's got teammates to support him. Franchise really, and I got to say, we know he's a great IGL. We know he's a great team leader, but over the past 2 weeks, I've been watching him. He's really stepped up in the slaying department, been getting more of these big, crucial kills, double kills. They get the round victory, and Franchise standing up, and rightfully so. Echo Fox, the crowd loves it. We love it as well. 5-4, Echo Fox.
Franchise making sure he hits those shots. Exactly what he did. So, okay, Echo Fox, they go up 1 round. We'll see how this Ghost want to respond. I told you I wasn't sure. I said it may be hammer burst. Ooh, a block is a great option as well. Okay, they going for the block. They saying, hey, this spot we usually don't utilize too much. We'd rather have all our guys pushed up, fight for the drop shot, trying to fight for winch control as well. As on the other side, Echo Fox, they can play the defensive style where they let Kyle use that marker and get those long-range shots to help support the teammates and try to bait Ghost Gaming into picking up that drop shot. So I like the move by Ghost. You know, force Echo to play into their style.
Yep. See what works out here again. Solars and Identities do pick up Boltox in their hands. Smokes are going out. Players pushing through. Braze gets the first kill. He breaks ice for Echo Fox. Now Ribs caught out in a bad spot. All they're going to do is probably pistol him down there, potentially get him down, but not going to do it just yet. Rushies with a return kill. Echo Fox versus Ghost Gaming returning kills back and forth, and now it looks like Echo Fox might have enough momentum here, but Rushies shuts him down again. Back and forth, the kills are going. Blaze, nobody getting the advantage just yet. Ribs with the drop shot. He snuck it out of there. The sneaky, wise man comes up with a big play there. Now looking to use it. No go
to
though.
Catch Praise, and Praise will get away. But they still have 2 drop shots to use, and they have a 2-hill advantage. Echo Fox still does not have their home hill, but they're going to start to cap it up now. Ribs is looking. He knows exactly where it is. Catches him with the headshot. And that's good. That's why, you know, if you guys are trying to compete, make sure you're always marking players. Even though, you know, they couldn't see him, that player was probably marked, so Ribs knew exactly where he was on the map using that TACCOM.
Yeah, somehow Kyle got out, but actually got caught in the wall there. Not able to do it. Now a double kill. Ribs kills Rushies right before, or excuse me, right after he gets that kill. 3 players dead for Echo Fox now. Here's an opportunity for potentially Ghost Gaming to overextend, but nope, they're going to sit back and just wait. They got the advantage, they got the height advantage here, and the numbers game. So maybe you know, a couple of months ago, maybe they would have pushed in there. Blaze been over aggressive, but now they're playing a much smarter game, and
they are
definitely paying off for them.
They drop shots about a minute off, and both these teams know that. So that's why we're starting to see Echo get in position. They know that with the score count, they don't have to be too aggressive yet, but you want to time it perfectly where that you get in, you win a fight, and then you can also pick up drop shot as well. So the fight has started. The first kill has not went down just yet. A lot of smokes trying to find a player through him, and Rush is going to strike first. Praise is in a difficult spot. He's going to drop, but Fran coming in, trying to retaliate. He's going to have some help from Toy. Fran falls. Can Toy clutch up? He gets it down. A me shield, but he goes to the ground. Now drop shot will spawn up in about 25 seconds. Ghost Gaming will have that top hill control. They're going to have to use this drop shot, and pretty much they can use it defensively. You see the big lead in which they got. By the time Echo Fox have to push up there and contend for it again, they got 3 drop shots to work with. If Echo Fox wins this round, I'd be truly amazed.
Yeah, exactly the problem there. I mean, we saw 4 dead Solars, the last guy alive, and Ghost was just like, we'll sit here, put some more points, come push to us if you want. Got drop shot, got the angles. We have everything we need to win this round, make it a 5-5. If they lose it, though, I mean, a real heartbreaker. But Ribs with a kill. So far, Echo Fox not able to do anything just yet, and it looks like Ghost Gaming is getting enough kills required here to close this round out. They're on D. They have it. 207 hits. 5-5 here, Blaze. First map, and we are not surprised, but we're definitely excited for this one.
Yes, it is tied up. both these teams trading off these rounds back and forth. But in that round, Ghost Gaming, they played it very, very smart. Once they started to build up that lead, they said, hey, you know, we can just play for this power weapon control. We know that these guys got to rush up the ramp. Just have your lancers out, get ready for them, use these smokes defensively, and just pick them off one by one. And that's exactly what they did. So the blocks are used. These next 2 spots is probably going to be nade positions. We're going to get some frag grenades and instant grenades on right here mid-map and also docks as well. So looking like Echo Fox choosing, they say, hey, you know what, let's get these nades down mid-map. And I think that's what's going to go down. But this fight is going to be very important still. It's going to be coming down to the stern because, folks, we are approaching 18-second respawns, I want to say. So anybody who wins this team fight early on should come out with this domination.
Yep, and we see right there, frags go down. Kills are pretty even across the board there. Addendum's low man for his team, only 9, but everybody else in double digits. And Fran, yeah, you said, look at that.
23 kills for his team. He's definitely going off. He wants to win this for his team. Stepping up. Fran wouldn't be considered the main slayer for the squad, but he is definitely showing up. All right, let's see what's about to go down. He's trying to play this winch. Nobody's going to contest him. He's going to get his smoke behind his opponents. That's going to stun them and mess up their vision as well. Nade's being picked up by Toy. We'll see what he wants to do with him. He's going to have to throw this one very, very precisely. If his teammate was getting marked, he's going to opt not to use him. I like it. Approach the fight with your Lancer first. See what your teammates can do. He should get a double with that one. He gets one, but the drop shot will get picked up by Ribs. He's going to toss another one. He's trying to fight his flank as well. He's trapped in a difficult spot, and Toy, with his movement, will just try to slither away from this one.
Yeah, Toy doing a lot of work, but again, the hills go in favor of Ghost Gaming and the drop shot, so you have everything in your favor right now. Echo Fox has to push into you. You know where they're coming from. Just mark them out, get ready for the push, and use that drop shot when needed. Rushies, though, may not be the right guy with the drop shot. I'm not saying he can't use it properly, but he's so good with his shotgun and other weapons that maybe he wants to trade it off to somebody else. But
I agree with you. He's going to come up short with that one. Kyle's pushed up. He's trying to hold off. He cleans up the kill on Kyle, gets some damage on Toy as well. Backing up, regrouping with his teammates, getting the next drop shot, reloaded. Didn't want to use it. Now he's second guessing himself. He puts it down and he's able to take out Praise. Now Toy trapped between 3 foxes and he managed to take out one and slither away, but he will hit the dirt. They will clean up that kill as well. It's still early on in this game, but you see Ghost Gaming winning all these early engagements, but they're not able to turn them into dominations, and they're not worried about it too much. We got less than a minute till the new drop shot comes up, and I think they're just going to hold off, wait for it, be patient, and this round is kind of shaping up like we saw the round beforehand.
Yeah, and again, to reiterate the point here, Ghost Gaming changing it up their style of what we normally see. Playing a much more passive style. When they get those hills, they're holding them, they're not overextending for no reason, only when it's the proper time. I'm really impressed with what they're doing here, but again, we're at 5-5, so any moment, any double kill, triple kill, push, 4 players pushing in for Echo Fox. Now this is the match, this is the fight of the match here. Rushies gets 1, Rushies gets 2, looking for a third, Rushies gets 3, and Ghost Gaming has the advantage yet again up top. 5-5, but man, what a big play for Rushies.
4 members down for Echo Fox as well. We'll see what Ghost wants to do. Solars is trying to hold it off, and that's a beautiful kill by Gideon because he gets this, and that's right. You overextend. You decap your opponent's home hill, and so that's going to have to stop what Echo Fox is trying to do. He's just going to try to decap this one and get covered.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter, Blaze. Same thing as last time. Solar's alive. I mean, he stays alive for himself there and his team, but the point lead is so big for Ghost Gaming here, they don't need to really worry about him. He's not a problem. They have all the hills here in control. Ghost Gaming 197. They have the kills. They have the hills. They're looking to go up here 6-5, and they will do just that here in our round number 11.
All right, folks, we're entering 20-second respawns. This next team fight is going to be crucial. And it's going to be 1 weapon slot available. That's going to be on the docks now. I think we're just going to get incense there. Really nothing else. You know, you can ask Solars what he wants to fight for, and I'm pretty sure he's going to say incense, especially in that engagement with Identis. No point in putting another big power weapon down there and drawing somebody else towards that direction. These rounds have been lost by just slight adjustments by both teams. That's why you don't want to do nothing crazy towards the late end, because you got each other figured out pretty much. It just comes down to who comes up with a great strategy and executes it.
Yeah, and again, Identity still sitting on 9 kills, which means the entire round, as long as that was, not pick up a kill that whole round. So for them to come back here and win 2 in a row, oh, excuse me, I'm sorry, excuse me, they're up at 6-5 here.
Yeah.
As I said, no problem, Dennis, you're good to go.
All right, on board with Rushies. He's going to get the smoke behind his opponents. And that's one thing, Echo Fox is not contesting him on that winch. They don't want that fight, so they're allowing Rushies to come through. And you're going to see Fran get that kill on Ribs. Rushies is going to have to deal with Toy as well. Toy's going to get this shotty out. Rushies taking some damage, and Toy falls in that engagement. Rushy's finding a way to come out on top with that one. Sleepy gets caught trying to run away, and now Praise left in a 1v2. He's going to get some damage in, and he's going to actually have help in. Coming in late, Fran gets one. Can the team leader get the last fight? Him versus Speedy. Fran gets that one as well. Locks down a home hill for the squad, and he's going to get the drop shot as well.
Big play, a double kill coming out there for the team of Echo Fox. They have drop shot, and now it's their turn. Take the advantage and use it to win this round. They have 2 hills. Fran wants to be a little more pushed up here than what we saw Ghost Gaming do. Maybe use those marks right now and get those free kills from your teammates. But maybe caught out here in a bad spot, Blaze, if he's not careful. And now he's smartly recognized that, move back up top with it. Ghost Gaming down here, triple cap coming out for Optic. Excuse me, Echo Fox. Franchise, that's going to be it. Echo Fox.
There we go. They tied up, folks. We're going to a round 13, and we wouldn't expect nothing else between these two guys, between these two squads. So let's see. So Ghost Gaming, I think they're going to remove the drop shot, and they probably put Torque Bow down once again because they have to change the weapon on the map. And yep, they're going to scroll all the way through, and they're going to get their Torque Bow down. Drop shot has been very, very deadly so far, but Ghost Gaming has been getting a lot of good kills with it, but Echo Fox has been using it a little bit better. And yep, so this is going to kind of stage up how we saw it in the first half, and I'm not sure who took the last round in the first half when the respawn timers were higher, but we are going to be in 22-second respawn, so if you do die, it's going to be a slim chance that you actually are able to have enough time to respawn and even have an impact on the next fight.
Yeah, and it might be, the round might be won before the Torpo even comes into play. They might get enough kills up top to rotate probably from there. Here we go, round number 13. Echo Fox, Ghost Gaming has been a good one, and it's going to get even better going forward here. We're on board here with Rushy, looking to get that first kill on Winch. 2 players from Echo Fox are rotating, so no kills going on just yet. We see a player down low, probably Toy Soldier down there mid. Playing for nades. So many big opportunities here, but nobody taking advantage just yet. Speedy does get Torque Bow, so if we can get on board with him and see what we can do here, maybe we'll have a chance.
Speedy knows it, and he's trying to push some shots, trying to see if he can clean up Praise. But Praise is staying aggressive, and he missed the Torque Bow by an inch and getting chased down. But that's going to give top control to Echo Fox, which is still good because the thing is, Speedy, by him staying away, playing his life, he can kind of rotate down low with his teammates and try to play for both these home hills. Coming out with the power weapon is good because it's going to extend Ghost's life once again. But both nades going in favor of Echo Fox. They have 2 instants and 2 nades to work with, and they're going to block off this pathway for Ghost Gaming to get to their home hill.
Yeah, and I mean, it's got to come out sooner or later. You got to get those Torque Bow kills. You got to get those marks from teammates. Looking for another shot there, and we don't see him miss this many shots very often. Blaze in a crucial moment to be missing in. Does turn around, get that kill on Fran, though, so still alive in this game. Echo Fox pushing up on Speedy, but Dentives now coming to the game, getting that 10th kill on the board, maybe 11. Solars with a kill, like Dentives with a headshot on Toy. Back and forth to go. 4 dead for Echo Fox, only 2 for Ghost. Here's an opportunity now to push up.
Oh, and Solars will go down. Now Praise coming off a respawn. He needs to figure out which hill he needs to get to, and he's going to take the 1v1 versus Sleepy. I like the play. Get up there as soon as possible. Try to back him down. He's going to get his smoke out. Sleepy doesn't have help just yet, but they know the domination coming through, so we're going to have 2 separate 1v1s being fought so the rest of the team can get there. But Identis, he's not going to stay aggressive on this. He's playing a little bit passive, and he's going to actually fall down. Nope, he's still alive. Now he goes down. The pinch came in from Praise mid-map, so Echo Fox still able to control their home hill, and the score is still close.
Yeah, 119 and counting here, very close round. Again, this is our round number 13. 130 and counting for Ghost Gaming, a 20-point lead over Echo Fox in a crucial first map. Sleepy's on top, playing their numbers up top here, Blaze. So once again, there will be one final push here from Echo Fox to see if they can break it. And here come the smokes. Here comes the cavalry. Echo Fox coming in. Rushy's backing up. Sleepy supporting in the back. Pistol shots are good, but not going to get any downs just yet. The pressure coming in so furious from Echo Fox. They're going to trade kills though with Ghost. Any kill here at any moment could shift this round. Sleepy time backing out though, not engaging in the fight, Blaze. Maybe a smart move for him as they're up 170 and 145.
Torque on the hand of Kyle. He's going to connect with Sleepy. Where you're running Sleepy time. And now Kyle is going to get this advantage. He's going to get the height advantage. Looking across towards the home hill, trying to see if he... Whose mans is this? Taking out Speedy on that one. Looking for the next kill, but Ghost has the lead. Echo Fox needs to get some of these decaps. Kyle versus Ribs. Is he able to get Ribs to win that engagement? And they're going to lock down that E-hill for Ghost Gaming. Kyle just could not get it through Ghost. They need to hold this hill, but they're getting pressure. Fran is trying to join. He needs to get on top of this hill before 207 hits. Can he do it?
Touches it. Is he in time? I'm not sure
I don't
he's in time or not.
I don't know.
But they got F. It's going to be Ghost Gaming taking the victory. They cap the FL out. They get the victory 7-6 in map number 1. A nail biter Blaze down to the last second. What an amazing map, number 1.
As we said, this was going to go down to the wire, and folks, that's as close as it can get. Echo Fox versus Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming takes map number 1.
That was one hell of a map. But you know what, Waldo, it was pretty simple what this all came down to. If you win the Stern, it decided the map. By winning Stern, you get complete map control. And what Ghost Gaming did right there, they outnumbered it, they outpowered Echo Fox. And by doing that, they were able to get the power weapon, which was a drop shot at the time, and towards the end, the torque bow. What we need to see from Echo Fox is more aggression towards those power weapons, because once players like Franchise got a hold of that, he got 6 kills straight, 2 with the drop shot, so they need to capitalize on those power weapons.
They do, but I think that the reason that they ended up losing is they got hesitant in the middle of the rounds when they had the drop shot down. Then instead of pushing up there and taking control, they lost track of Ribs that one round. He stole the drop shot, he backed out, gave them the advantage, and then all of a sudden Ghosts are back in control.
Yes.
Echo Fox was not strangleholding the leads they had, and they were losing track of players. And when you start doing that, it allows them to come back into the rounds that you should be taking and winning.
Well, there were missed opportunities on both ends, but mostly on Echo Fox. There was one round in particular where Stern was won by Ghost Gaming. There was 2 players forcing that fight with Echo Fox while Toy Soldier went on the flank. Toy was unable to capitalize on that. He was in a pretty hard situation, but if you're there in that position, you're going to have to put it all on the line to make sure your team wins that power weapon and that hill.
You really do. And in that last round, Kyle got some nice headshots, but he had to take the 1v1 with Ribs a little bit quicker, but wasn't able to do it. And Fran, he almost made the play for his team. And you know what? So far, you know, these guys, Ghost Gaming, you know what? They edged them out 7-6, and that's a close one. You got to love it.
Yes, congratulations to Ghost Gaming, and we'll go to map 2 on Foundation after this short video.
I'm Fatal Strike, head coach and lead analyst for Ghost Gaming. I think the coach role is extremely important. If someone misses a call out, I could try to help them by making that call out. If a weapon I know is going to spawn soon, helping them figure out which weapon's the one we need to play for. Part of being a vocal coach is just getting the team hyped up, getting them on the same page, and making sure that we know exactly what our objective is. For us, I think the key for victory is making sure we operate at a medium and a high, and not a low and a high. Our defense needs to be on point. Our lane coverage needs to be on point. Communication is a big deal for us. We've been working on that. If a team is going against Ghost, what they can expect is pressure, trash talk, and efficiency. We have some tricks up our sleeves this event, that's for sure.
Fatal Strike has been amazing for this Ghost Gaming roster. He's been in the game for about 10 years now, so the knowledge that he brings to the game and how he calms his team down, I mean, this is a new Ghost Gaming that we see. They're playing as a team now. They're not just individual slayers, and that's pretty big, especially on upcoming maps like Foundation.
You know, I will say this. You know, we got a few talented coaches in the league. But 2 of my favorites have to be Fatal Strike and Affinity. One, because of their playing knowledge and kind of the impact that they've had on their team so far. And you cannot, you know, I don't care about the haters, but you cannot deny the impact that Fatal Strike has had on this Ghost Gaming roster. And he is a little bit more vocal than everybody else, but he brings the energy to this team, and he does what he needs to do. And I love it. He really is the 6th man of the squad.
With Ghost Gaming up 1-0 maps, they're trying to make this a sweep with the 2-0 on Foundation. Let's kick this off with Echo Fox against Ghost Gaming.
All right, here we are in Foundation. A staple in Gears of War competitive since day number 1. Both these teams are very familiar with the map, as we all are at home. Toy Soldier and Critical for 2 kills for Echo Fox, 1 for Ghost Gaming right now. So Echo winning the initial fight here, Blaze, but again, early respawns, plenty of time. Speedy with a double kill. Great job by him, looking for a 3rd, but crossed out there by Echo Fox. Teammate in support could be Identives. Shuts down 1, looking for 2 now, but not going to get just yet. Grace coming in there, playing for his life.
Yeah, you got Ghost Gaming. Speedy came through very, very quickly. You know, you just kind of put on a clinic early on, got those 2 early kills. Ghost Gaming trying to get the B hill in their home hill capped up a little bit, but Identities will go down. Echo Fox pushing through. Kyle and Fran getting some big kills, and we'll see what Echo Fox is going to do with this one. One thing I love about Foundation is that you have many different strats in this map. You can play for the neutral hill and your home hill in a 2 setup, or you can play for both of your home hills. Now, so we do know when it's halftime, the hills flip. So on some maps, you can't have 2 different types of setups. Well, for Foundation, you have various different things in which you can do on each side of the map. And so that's why I love it. It comes down to the rotations and how well you rotate after you lose a team fight, because there's always an opportunity. There's always an opening to extend around on this map.
Yeah, indeed there is. And like you just said, there A and C in control of Echo Fox. Now B for Ghost Gaming, we're seeing a 2-to-1 head-to-head advantage.
We saw them. They lost the initial fight at B, and their initial rotation was, hey, push top tables and go across and just control both homes, and let's give up the B hill to Ghost, and let's see what their next move is going to be. And we see top teams just keep constantly making those rotations until they get the kills that they need consecutively. Oh, that was a fluke. He reached over the counter trying to grab the cash and didn't get the kill first. Got to clean those up. But he goes down, and that was a beautiful flank. So Ghost Gaming is going to be able to lock that one, that neutral hill in and hold that 2-cap. Let's see what they can do next.
And Ghost Gaming almost getting double up here in points by Echo Fox here on their first round, but plenty of time to come back. They have the hills, they have the kills, and now let's see what they can do with it. Going to go on board here with Solars, though. Echo Fox up top here. They want to play, it looks like here, for that top table fight. Ribs pushed down wide. Might get crossed down here by Echo Fox. He's not careful, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Ribs going to go down. Teamy in the back, though, going to get the revive and try to get out of dodge here. They don't want to die in this situation. They're going to back up a little bit, play more passive. Echo Fox as well has to be careful to not get slayed out on the home hill of Ghost Gaming right now.
All right, let's see. Ooh, Praise got the team kill. He's going to fall as well. That's 4 down for Echo Fox. Ghost Gaming decapping a home hill. Toy falls as well. They just need to see Hill to strike in round number 1. I don't think anybody's going to be able to get there in time. Speedy's waiting for him. He's going to be the first line of defense, and nope, they can't do it. You got Ghost Gaming taking round number 1, but this weapon placement is going to be crucial.
Yeah, and with these two teams, what we're seeing here, Blaze, I mean, they're so evenly matched at times. You give them an inch, they'll take a yard. You know, opportunity, a door open for Ghost Gaming at the end of the round there. They picked up the kills, and they pushed forward, and they got the round win.
I'm expecting a block somewhere or the immediate boom placement mid-map. We'll see what they want to do. Ooh, Echo Fox. Now, we saw this a little bit in Season 1 where they favored the drop shot a lot on this map, and we saw what they did the map before, making sure they put the drop shot down on Harbor. But this time, so both these teams, we usually saw these engagements where they want to fight for these big power weapons in close. So I was trying to see if you want to get that in early to kind of set the tempo. But Ghost Gaming as well, you know, they love fighting that fight as well. And I think Echo may have done their homework on that one. They're going to keep this fight closer towards Pistons. We are going to get a big power weapon somewhere. We'll see what goes down. But the instant placements will have a big factor in this game as well.
All right, here we go on board again. Our next round, we're going to go see some Solars action here. He's an open. He's always in the open. He's in that fight every single round on Foundation, looking to stay alive here as Fran does pick up a kill off screen. Identity to the trade. Fran with a double now. Speedy looking to contest here with the incense. He's going to toss one out, block some escape paths here, but not going to get the kill just yet. Praise still wants to get in his face and potentially fight this 1v1. Speedy versus Praise. It's a good one, too. Either way it could go.
And Praise knows he has some help with the flank coming in from Identis, and they're going to push him back a little bit. But they may have Sleepy wrap back around on them, so they're going to have to be careful on that one. Looking to push through. They're going to get stunned by a smoke. Praise able to escape, and that damage he took was from Speedy rotating back around to kind of get some shots in their back. But Echo Fox pushing through the B-Hill. Praise is trying to catch somebody while they're lancering and pistoling with those support weapons out. Has one down. Ooh, he's stunned, and he gets the meat shield, and he gets help as well.
Yeah, Toy coming out with some support there. Great job by him. Some great crucial kills, but here's Rushy. Didn't know where he's at. He does this so often. The secret manning gets the 1 kill there. Looking for the double on Toy. 1v1. The first shot from Toy, though, is so damaging. He cannot do a thing there. Toy going to cap that B-Hill out, so no cap just yet for Ghost Gaming, but already a gigantic lead here, 78-18. So plenty of time left, but for Ghost Gaming, a great start.
That was a great team fight, 2v2 by Kyle and Fran on top of their home hill for them to get that overextension top tables. They have control over B. Ribs is down here by himself. He's trapped between Echo Fox sandwich, and he's going to fall. So Echo Fox trying to get the domination. Sleepy is trying to clutch up on his B-Hill. He gets one down. He knows he just needs to roll in and decap before he cleans up this kill. He's got to take out Solars and now regain control over the B-Hill for his team. Fran is trying to push through as soon as possible, trying to secure this round for his team because he knows everybody else is trying to come off respawn. Big 1v1s, and Fran is going to win this one. Question is, will the domination go through? And it looks like the members of Ghost is pushing through, and they will get control of their home hill, and nobody from Echo Fox is going to be up to contest that one.
Yeah, just enough time delayed there on that B-Hill, allowing Ghost Gaming to get their home hill back yet again, and the score is a little bit closer now. We're almost at an even score here. But let's see who makes these rotations now. We have the B-Hill Curling place of Echo Fox, 2 hills to 1 for Echo Fox. Nice job by Solars there, turning and burning down Identities with that Lancer. Now recognizing a player up top in that suicide area in this little pit area here.
I want to see the overhead map. We'll see where they're stacking, but it looks like the stack is coming in through Cave and Echo trying to push through. They had Rushies kind of get down there and try to cause some trouble, but he didn't have enough help. But what has happened, I'm trying to figure out where the rest of his teammates are, and they're coming late to the fight. Okay, there we go. Most of them kind of pushing towards top tables on that one, trying to get to the home hill. That's a big kill by Sleepy. Now he's going to force Fran out. We'll see if Fran wants to fight that one again. And I think Fran says, you know what, most importantly, let me just try to get my home hill so my teammates off respawn can do something. But he's going to fall in that engagement. Now up to Praise, up to Toy. What can they do? Trying to stay alive. Identities gets 1. Can he get 2? Oh, not yet. And he's going to fall on that one. So Echo Fox does get the, oh, I spoke too soon. I spoke too soon. Speedy gets through. And they're going to cap that hill, and Ghost Gaming is going to take round number 2.
And for the second time, Blaze, in 2 rounds, Ghost Gaming, you give them that opening, and they take it. They take it there. An untimely team kill from Echo Fox definitely did not help their case. But 2-0, Ghost Gaming already up 1 map. The pressure's on Echo Fox now in our semifinal matchup here. And look what goes down. What's going to go down here, Blaze?
You know what? All I know is that you don't want to go to the losers bracket because that's one of the toughest losers brackets we've ever seen.
The toughest.
The toughest losers bracket that we've ever seen in Gears Esports history. You got the defending champions. You got E United. And next thing you know, one of these 2 teams will be all on the same side of the bracket. We're going to have like so many little mini finals throughout the losers bracket. Hopefully tomorrow we can catch all of that action.
I mean, every game tomorrow is a crazy matchup.
It really is.
Every single one is
Folks,
like.
you're gonna want to tune in early because it's gonna be a crazy, crazy day.
Make sure I get my my cough drops and whatever I gotta do. Make sure my voice is ready to go because we're gonna be yelling a lot.
I got you. I got my little mobile caster kit. We got Halls. We got Chloroseptic.
All right, man.
We
Respect
got
to that.
We got it all.
But do we have
And guess
something
what?
for Echo Fox right
Ghost
now?
Gaming got all the kills in that round, and they're gonna seal the deal on round number 3 as well.
3-0. Ghost Gaming very, very quickly this time. They did not wait to strike till the end. They come out big early on here. Echo Fox, they're a composed team. You know, not going to get down themselves, but man, 3-0. The way Ghost is playing right now, definitely a big uphill battle coming up.
All right, so we saw the block.
It's time now,
expansion.
Blaze.
It's time.
It's time.
We're already 3 rounds in, and I believe with these top teams, they know the boom shot's going down eventually. You might as well put it down early. I think when it comes down to a top 4 team, any team, that big power weapon needs to go down within the first 2 rounds.
Yep, and we're seeing it right here. Boom shot down. Echo Fox, there's 3 rounds left. They can win in a row here and make it 3-3 at halftime, which is their goal.
You know what? It's not unheard of. So with the respawn timers being 16+ seconds, as long as Echo wins their opening engagements, they can easily tie this up 3-3. So don't count them out just yet, folks. But Ghost Gaming will have the man advantage by 2, by 3, and that's 4 down for Echo Fox. And Boomshot and Incense in favor of Ghost Gaming. Toy is just trying to stay alive, extend around, and I think he just needs to push all the way across.
It's trapped, though. I don't think he's going to get out of it. Toy Soldier between a rock and a hard place. He will fall. Ghost Gaming. Let's see if they can apply enough pressure now. Kyle going to be off respawn. So is Praise. Tossing out the smokes, but Incense are on the ground burning already. Nice dodge by Praise, but you can't dodge the boom shot. It's going to be Ghost Gaming 4 in a row. A pressure applied and done very well for them.
I don't know if he could have, but Toy probably. He just needed to realize that Ghost Gaming's home hill wasn't going to get capped right away. He probably could have pushed through Statue and pushed all the way across and tried to fight a 1v1 on Ghost home hill. It would have been a slim opportunity. And right there, he didn't have many options in that one. He probably still would have died anyway, but he probably could have went for that overextension. But anyway, Ghost Gaming took the most out of that round. Now Echo Fox just needs to go into the half 4-2. They'll be a lot more comfortable than going into the half, you know, 5-1 or 6-0.
Man, I know it wasn't a losing effort, but the way Praise dodged that Incense, by the way, Matrix-like. So yeah, I like to see that play from him. But
you know, he's playing a different game, folks. I'm convinced of it. He sees things differently that we can't. So Praise, he's just that top player. But you see Echo Fox gets 3 kills in succession. They should be able to turn this round into a domination. Just need to get the scrap kills. You're going to have Identis run away. They also fighting the fight on the home hill. That boom shot needs to get mobile. He needs to get to the spawn of Ghost Gaming so they can try to lock this one in. But Echo Fox also needs their home hill. The question is, who's going to get there in time? Now Ghost, can he make it in the hill? Solars gets a boom shot kill. Speedy goes down as well. Echo Fox should get their first round on the board, and yes, they will.
Yeah, they were not going out that way, Blaze. We kind of knew that. 4-1, Echo Fox answering back. And some of the Echo Fox faithful here in attendance definitely showing their support for this team. And for good reason, you know, bunch of good guys, longtime players. Definitely a top team in Gears of War since we've been here.
You know, Echo Fox has been fighting for a win. So is Ghost, but Echo Fox has been just trying to get that next win. In Gears of War 4, there's only been 2 teams that won. That's Echo Fox, and that's Optic Gaming. And Echo Fox is trying to get their second on the board, and this is the best opportunity for both these teams, because nobody would expect Optic Gaming to go out so early, and that's the team that both these guys were, you know, kind of scared of in a sense, and preparing for the most. So the door is wide open for us to have a new champion in UGC Vegas. We'll see what can happen. Ghost Gaming strikes first. They strike twice. That's a double kill by Sleepy Time. They're looking for a third. Can Echo Fox retaliate in this one? Rushies is looking for that next kill, and that's going to be 2 more kills, all up to Solars to try to stay alive, and he tried to get in for the flank. He's taking a lot of damage. He's going to fall as well. We'll see if Ghost Gaming can go up 5-1. This is the 20-second respawn round, and Toy is going to be next off of respawn. Smokes are going to be out, looking for the fight with Rushies, trying to dodge, trying to decap the hill. He gets some help, but Rushies will fall. But Praise is going to save the round for his team.
He's going to fall as well, but great job by Toy, just wasting some time. Identi's on the hill, boom shots there as well. 4 dead for Echo Fox. One last attempt here coming off respawn, but not going to be.
It's
as
hot
Ghost
in
Gaming
here.
is shutting it down.
It's hot in here.
It's a pressure cooker. It's a fire fest. It is going to be Ghost Gaming going up 5-1 here on the first half. Unbelievable plays, and you see them getting hyped. They're excited. This could potentially be a 2-0 here, a 7-1 if 2 more rounds are won in a row.
Ghost Gaming are 2 rounds away from meeting Fable in the winners bracket finals, where they beat them already in pool play, which was our most exciting game on Friday. And I know Fable saying, hey, y'all beat us beforehand, but we got something for y'all now.
1 round game that was.
It really
7-6
was.
third map. We don't want to get ahead of ourselves here, though. We're not counting Echo Fox out.
We're not. Echo, but they got to do something special. They got to do something special.
They're
going to have to tighten it up. And all right, so pushing. Rushies is actually going to strike first, and he's going to get the double kill as well. This is going to be a 10-second respawn, folks, so these guys should be able to spawn up quick. But Ghost Gaming getting 4 kills in succession. Kyle left on defense. Rushy sees Toy coming off a respawn. They're just trying to see if they can take care of Kyle first. He's going to turn around and assist his teammates. They're going to trade off on those kills. Solars, what can you do? Smoke coming over the top. Solars falls,
shut
and
down.
Ghost Gaming is at match point.
Yeah, the respawns were quick, but their rotation from Ghost was even quicker. Looking to have a dominant performance, Blaze, if they win this 7-1 right now. Something we could not have predicted. We thought it would go 3 maps, but Ghost Gaming, unless they were able to, you know, squander this huge lead, are looking good for our winner finals.
We haven't seen.
Now, do you want to go on the record here with some? You made a bold prediction one time with Echo Fox versus Optic. Do you want to maybe throw something out there? You don't have to, of course.
What,
but
are you talking about them winning 6 rounds in a row?
Are you feeling like
and
something
if you guys
in the air
know
here?
me and my predictions, I'm pretty sure some Echo Fox fans are out there saying, Blaze, just say it, so give us some hope, okay? Because usually what you say is law. Give us some hope. Tell us they can win 6 rounds in a row. But I'm sorry, I can't do it. I just can't. They're going to have to make me a believer in this one, and they're going to have to just do something special that we've never seen before. We'll see who can strike first in this round. Rushies gets the incense. Toy gets a kill, but Rushies has the hot hands. He's going to trap Solars in a pressure cooker, but he makes it out, and now they even the odds. That's actually going to be 2 members down of Ghost Gaming. We'll see what Echo Fox can do. 12-second response.
Yeah, nice job there. Nice initial by Echo Fox. That's what you needed. Starts with the initial, then goes from there. Echo Fox looking to take it 1 round at a time here. On board, Kyle gets the headshot. Nice shot by him. They're going to try to pinch out Rips here down in the former B hill. Now we're on D, E, and F hills. They know he's on that U. They're going to push around. Nice team fire there. Nice down. Speedy with a kill off screen. So Echo Fox getting the numbers in their advantage here, Blaze, early. It's exactly what they needed.
They need to take this 1 round at a time. 1 round at a time. They don't want to go to that devastating side of the losers bracket, where they'll have to meet the bane of their existence, Optic Gaming. All right, so both teams, you got 2 members down from Ghost Gaming. Echo Fox trying to get control over their home hill. Solars did not see Ribs flying out of nowhere, but they do pick up that kill, and they're still holding the 2 cap. So no big power weapons on the map just yet.
Yeah.
They're going to have to win this with their stock weapons, and I mean lancers, pistols, shotguns. Ghost Gaming looking for that next rotation. They have the E-Hill locked. At this point, both teams should be just making sure all players are respawned up. This is the time where you kind of come up with a strategy how you want to break this hill, because it's still early on. Just one team broke 100 points. You got plenty of time to develop a strategy in this one. And Ghost Gaming trying to regain control over their home hill now.
Yeah, building on the lead, though, is Echo Fox. Rushies does get one kill there, but they're going to need to string together a couple more. But I like their numbers here, Blaze. 3v2 versus Echo Fox on the home hill. I'm not quite sure what Echo Fox was doing there. They are on the home hill, it looks like, on the other side, but they're going to relinquish that control. Ghost Gaming is going to have now 3 dead for Echo Fox, only 2 for Ghost Gaming. Could be their chance to push through here and get this advantage back in their favor.
So Ghost Gaming can win off a 2 cap, so that means that Echo Fox is going to have to get mobile soon. For Fran, he's going to decap this E-Hill, and nobody's going to be contesting him, so that's actually very good. That means that Echo Fox is going to keep securing the lead in this round until Ghost Gaming can do something about it. Speedy has the incense, but he just blocked himself off, and Echo Fox will just leave him there and be like, all right, I dare you to come down. I dare you to come down. He has 1 incense left in hand, not able to do nothing with it just yet. Still alive, though. Now he's going to be pushing out, but Toys is going to be looking for an angle, try to get him called out. He know that he's trying to make it to the E-Hill, and in that same process, Fran, I think he picked up a double kill on top of this home hill. Echo Fox can win off of 1.
Yeah, and that should about seal it. The only way that you can lose if you're Echo Fox now is if you all kind of get wiped here. Not going to happen. Toy wins his 1v over there on E, taking this opportunity to bounce around, get ready for next round. So Echo Fox, unless something happens like crazy here in the next couple seconds, which it won't, will get their second round on the board.
All right, Echo Fox fans, they put the second round up. They will take this one.
They win 3, though, Blaze. I'm going to start thinking about it.
Yeah? You will?
I'm going to start thinking about
I'm
heavily.
become slowly a believer, too. I'm with you.
I mean, just think about it real quick. This is an event. We've seen Optic go to losers in the first round, right?
Yeah.
We've seen Ronin beat E United.
Yeah.
We have all this crazy stuff going on. We're in Las Vegas. 6-2 right now. We've never seen a 6-1 comeback.
You're making a
I want to be that guy, of course. I'm not trying to reach here too far. But if it did happen, it would just go along with all the other crazy things we've seen.
It really would. And based off how crazy this event has been, it really wouldn't be too much of a big surprise. We saw Ghost Gaming come back from a 6-3 comeback against Fable earlier. So, we'll see what happens. Now, Rushies pushing down. Botox got placed. That's going to be a big weapon for Idennis on top of those home hills for him to defend it. Now Rushies is looking to push across and kind of contest with Kyle. He knows that Kyle's focused on Idennis. He's trying to catch him with his pants down, engage in a clean 1v1. Rushies wants it, but can he win the engagement? He catches Kyle with that one, and Kyle goes down. So Ghost Gaming should have a 2-hill setup. Yes, they will. They will have F. They will have D. Toys is trying to push across the map and try to take the side and help Fran. Ooh, with the flank. He's going to shoot that one. He's going to get that down. Incense are coming out as well. Can't get the next one, but he's going to be in a prime spot just to push those guys back down.
Yeah, and there was heavy numbers pushed towards the home hill from Ghost Gaming, but they allowed their home hill to get capped behind them because of that.
They're on Ghost Gaming's home hill, so people can't spawn up behind them. So they're going to have to be very, very quick with this one. And somehow Rushies gets a big double kill across the map, and that's going to be 4 down, all up to Praise. And he's going to be on this E-Hill by himself, and he's going to wait till the last possible minute to cap up, get some good early shots in on Rushies. He's going to have to push that one soon.
Rushies trying to contest, so Praise does get the kill, but will he be able to pick up the cleanup on the ground? The triple cap's coming up. Praise full red, cannot get the touch. Ghost Gaming looking to close it out. In the last possible second, Echo Fox gets in there. Blaze, will it be enough?
They keep it alive. Fran, he's full red. He's taking some damage, trying to stay alive, bouncing around, trying to get his health back. But Ghost Gaming ain't allowing it. Fran, he stops the domination from coming through. Kyle's the next man alive. I don't think he can make it, folks. Ghost Gaming goes to your winning bracket finals.
7-2, Ghost Gaming take it. They make us a believer. It was no fluke in Mexico. It's the top team to contend, and they're going to be playing Fable tomorrow in our winners finals. What a great game.
Congratulations to Ghost Gaming. I mean, what more can you say? That was pretty much a dominant performance. If you look at the end of Echo Fox, they had a bit of a lethargic performance in between the 5th and 7th round, somewhere around there. Only 2 players were in the double-digit kills. Ghost Gaming, everybody was going absolutely off. They're shooting off on all cylinders. Congratulations to Ghost as they go ahead and they go against Fable to get into the championship round.
Whew, that was a really good time. Listen, Ghost is shooting like I've never seen them before. They're actually playing really smart. They're hitting all of their crosses. They're allowing opportunities for Rushies to get in there and get the kills. It's not like the old Ghost Gaming style that we saw in previous events. They're playing very smart. They're playing very intelligent. Sleepy's picking up kills, and everybody is putting the throttle down and flying at all cylinders.
Yeah, we look back at season number 1. Echo Fox had a stranglehold on that second place spot over Ghost Gaming. Ghost Gaming was a top 3 team, but Now top 2 Mexico. They're in winners finals here. They're showing us their improvement over time. Their new coach, everything is working out for them so far, and it's a big opportunity here to maybe potentially win a championship.
I mean, this is pretty disappointing if you look at Echo Fox. I mean, after what we saw in Mexico compared to what happened now, I mean, let's just hope that they could actually, keep a straight head and actually come back and compete in the loser's bracket. But I would like to send this off to the main stage for an interview with Ribs.
So, Ghost killing it, literally and metaphorically. Did it once again. How you feeling right now?
So it's the 3rd time I've played my old team since they dropped me. They won the first time, and we just won 2 times in a row. This bracket's weird. We got Fable and winners finals, and I'm glad we were able to come over this obstacle. And now it's all to tomorrow, winners finals, baby.
Well said, and Fable again tomorrow. How you feeling about that?
They're great. I've been saying it since the last event. It wasn't a fluke. They got 4th place. They should have beat us yesterday. We clutched up. This time we're not going to sleep. I mean, we didn't sleep last time, but they're great. So we're gonna come out swinging.
All right, that's what I like to hear. A day of epic matches, and more to come. Let's go to the desk.
Did you hear the shade? Ribs just had to throw it in there, ever since they dropped
He did have to throw it in there.
I mean, the last 2 times, it was easy.
And, for our new viewers out there, and they're like, okay, what does that mean? Ribs caught so much slack from last season,